Yeah, the good, the bad, the ugly, whoa. The good, the bad, the ugly, whoa. The good, the bad, the ugly, whoa. Yo, black man, Bobby, let it flow, whoa. Turn it up, turn it loud, let it go, whoa. The good, the bad, the ugly, whoa. About my what? About my who? About my rugby.
Yeah, man.
Too much love, take you higher.
Well, it's time. It's the wrong time, Joe. It's the wrong time.
It's the right time. It's the right time, bro. Let's have it right, bro. It's the right time. Yeah. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it right now. Yeah. Come on, listen, bro. Listen, I know you got hurt feelings. I know you're in your feelings right now. I understand. I get it. You're upset. I mean, I used to feel like you about a season ago, 1.5 seasons ago. Actually, it's about a season ago. Yeah? Think about it.
A season ago.
Just like the injustice of a manager being sacked, right? Too early. Yes. Right? His tenure being cut short. No? That's how you feel, right? Just when you thought he was, this is what you thought. You thought he was cooking. You thought he was cooking, didn't you? Yeah.
He was now starting to cook, bro. There was slowly, inch by inch, incremental progress. And that's the thing that hurts the most. The fact that we were starting to, Joe, timing in life, timing is everything. I know this is weird coming from a guy who's usually late, but in life, timing is everything. And whether you agree with sacking Ruben Amorim or not, I gotta tell you right now, this decision that was taken today or yesterday or whatever, before the Leeds game, whenever it was taken, the fact that this is not a footballing decision, it's an ego decision, is what hurts the most.
That's what, hey, bro, that's my most important part of this discussion that we're about to have today as well, yeah? This is what I was about to say to you. It's a good thing that you brought it up, yeah? Because I was about to say, as much as I'm not a backer of this manager, everybody knows that, yeah? I'm still sore from Ten Hag. Everybody's telling me, yeah, you're crying about Ten Hag still, blah, 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 blah. But it's what I was saying about this management group, this group, this Ineos group, whoever's in charge, this best in class, as they put it, yeah? You want to tell me now, yeah, that they're making the right decisions when it comes to management? I don't think so, yeah? Because it wasn't the right time to get rid of Ten Hag. And I'll tell you something right now, yeah? As much as I don't like the guy, I don't think it was the right time to get rid of Amorim either. That's the funny thing, yeah? I said give him to the end of the season. Do you know why? Because I think he deserves to at least reap what he sowed. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. He needs to reap what he sowed. Yeah. He has to, let's say, prove what he was doing or get disproved about what he was producing. I wanted to see. Do you know what I mean? I'm so against sacking managers at this kind of point in time in the season. Yeah. It's either through not wanting to back him, a falling out, or just plain incompetency from the people above. Yeah. And it's plain to see now that Ineos are just hoping and praying and they're moving on a whim. I don't like it.
I'm starting to wonder who's actually worse, Ineos or the Glazers. Because listen, the Glazers didn't try and claim that making decisions in the interest of the club. But Ineos like to dress up like they want to make decisions that are best for the club. We had Sir Jim Ratcliffe talking about give Amorim 3 years. Where's the 3 years now? We had Sir Jim Ratcliffe selling the idea that, look, this is a long-term appointment. We're done with the cycle. We're done with the sacking of manager cycle. That whole thing, bro, I thought that's partially why I was like, okay, finally we have some stability in terms of like the manager or slash head coach, whatever you want to call it. And we he finally was able to get rid of a few players that were problem players, viruses. And it looked like, look at this. Even though it's a new identity and everything, it's a new formation, we're actually starting to see a team that resembles his idea. Remember his very first press conference, he said, you will see an idea. As a Manchester United fan, you will see an idea. You may not necessarily like the idea, but you will see an idea. And eventually, the players will understand the idea, will execute the idea, and we are actually starting to become a team that if all the players that are gone, the Africans come back, and if there was actually a midfielder and some actual backing, proper backing from the board, we would have actually been in top 4 in Europe at the end of the season. And that's the part for me that frustrates me the most. We were just starting to see some ducks aligning, some stars aligning. Sure, it hasn't been a good like start.
Okay, hold on one second. Hold
on. Let me finish.
Hold on. Midnight. Okay, I'll let you finish.
Okay. Let me say what I want to say first, and then you can say your part or respond to what I want to say. And anybody else, we're going to share the link. You have an opportunity to say what you want to say. But as an Amorim inner, I am pissed off. I am appalled by how we're moving, by how the board is moving. I want justice for Ruben Amorim. And this criminal called Jason Wilcox called Omar Barada. Lord, I swear, these guys got to face the wrath of Manchester United fans who have a little bit of a sensible, like, head above their shoulders, bro. It's two ways to go about it. Either you get a manager that's here to win right now with the players that you have, or you get a manager that's a long-term manager, and you start building a team around what that idea or that philosophy that manager excels in. And we went for the latter. We went for a manager who was in Sporting, who didn't want to come. And we said, come, we'll back you. And guess what? We didn't fully back him. And now we're going to let egos run our football club. Bro, we are going to be lucky if at all we see Manchester United win another Premier League title in our lifetime.
Do you know what? Yeah, you know what? 1 second. Let me just give you one of these. Well done. You know what? The impassionate speech, right, bro? I just want to ask you one question. Mainly, the first question I want to ask you is, why exactly are you mad that he's fired?
Why? What?
Why exactly are you mad that he's fired? Tell me the main reason why you're upset.
I'll tell you the main reason. It's because some guys have an ego and they want a yes man who cannot challenge them. I'll tell you right now, there's one thing that Cristiano Ronaldo, Ralph Rangnick, Jose Mourinho, and Ruben Amorim have in common. They told the truth. They told us that, look, these guys that are up there, they're not doing their job. He just simply said, do your job, I'll do mine. He said, recruitment guys, you are slacking. And guess what? They fired him for telling the truth. That's why I'm mad.
You know what? You've got the most serious face right now, yeah, bro. And you know what the funny thing is, yeah? I hear what you're saying, because like I said at the start of this, yeah, I don't believe that it was the right time to sack Amorim, yeah. But let's face it, you on your little just impassionate speech that you just gave, yeah, you was talking about how he's close to achieving top 4 and all that kind of stuff, yeah, bro. How many points are we away from 14th?
Why are you looking at 14th? I'm talking about top 4. You're talking about 14th.
No. You got to pay attention, bro, because you see, this is one thing I don't.
You look ahead. Don't look back.
Hold on. You said that you finish. You can't let me say 2 words and then you take over again.
Go ahead.
Yeah? Go ahead. 1 second, bro, because what I'm trying to say to you is, yeah, you talk about how much he's doing well, but you don't look at the latter side of things as well, yeah? You don't look at it in retrospective, bro. Look at it and say, okay, we might be this close to top 4, but guess what? Look how close we are as well to 13th, 14th, and 12th place. Yeah. Have you looked at that as well? You
I
can't just
look
look at the
up
good.
in life, Joe. I don't
You
look
can't just
down.
look at the
I
good.
look at where
You
I'm
can't just
going.
good. Hold on, bro. Why are you talking during my time, bro? Listen, you can't just look at the good without looking at the bad, bro, and the ugly. Yeah. What I'm trying to
Oh,
say
I
to you
like
is,
that. I like that. I like that. You did good there. You did good. You did good. You did good.
but what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say to you is, fam, you're not looking at it. Yeah, you're only seeing the good in what he did. Yeah, can you please take like 5 minutes, yeah, and tell me about the bad shit that Amorim did while he was here? Because surely you must have seen some of the bad shit that Amorim did. You can't
Sure.
just sit here and tell me that you're just gonna glaze Amorim because now that he's gone, you're telling me that everything he did was good. Yeah, the fact that he was having wars with the same guy who hired him about, he thought that his formation was um sorry, not his formation, but he said that he should be more flexible. Yeah, Jason Wilcox, it's been reported that Jason Wilcox was saying that he wanted him to be more flexible when it comes to approaching games. Yeah. Tell me that that is not something that we've been saying. How much time did I say running at a brick wall? And then, do you know what I said? You remember what I said? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what I'm trying to say to you is everybody could see the same thing. This guy was learning on the job, yeah, and we was here to see it happen, unfold, because Ineos
Okay.
wants to get the next best thing. No, Ineos always wants to hire the next best thing. This is their thing that they've come in and they've outlined. Don't get me wrong, I'm not putting all the blame on the Amorim, yeah, but the way that you was just glazing him in a minute ago was just like, you had nothing bad to say about the things that he's actually approached into the thing that he's actually inflicted onto Manchester United over the last 2 seasons, bro. Yeah, he made the team worse just for it to make it better again. In order, and you know what? Yeah, a lot of you Amorim inners only saw the making it better again as improvements, where it was only getting us back to relatively where we were. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to say to you. Yeah, and what was the guy who got fired again? The guy from Newcastle who we stole?
Dan Ashworth.
When we got Dan Ashworth, yeah, and he told everybody that Amorim's rebuild was going to be too expensive, nobody wanted to hear it. Yeah? Nobody wanted to hear it, right? And now that it's too expensive and it's taking too long, and you know what? Yeah, it's making too many players upset. Now they want to fold on it. Listen, Ineos has lost big respect. A lot of respect. Sorry, yeah. Ineos has lost big respect because you know what? They don't even stand in their own business. I could understand if they was like, you know what? This is the guy we're going to see it through. But no, they keep folding, they keep changing, they don't know what they're doing. But I still want you to tell me, yeah, some of the bad things that Amorim did while he was here, because all you was doing was
Okay.
glazing him when he was talking
Sure. Sure.
about his
I will.
tenure here.
Okay. May I speak now, Joe?
I'ma shut up.
No. Don't shut up. It's a conversation. I just want to be cordial and respect your time, and so that I can also say my piece in response to what you just said. You asked me what are the bad things that he has done. He's done a lot of bad things. Losing that Europa League final to Spurs is just so criminal, right? One, getting knocked out by Grimsby, that's criminal, right? Having a win percentage of 30 something, 38, I can't even remember, 38% or somewhere there. That's his win percentage. When the next person is at like 50, there's over a 10% difference in the win percentage. So yes, if you're looking at these things that Ruben Amorim has done that are not good, that are actually criminal, right? But you asked me, you said he made things worse to make him better again. For me, that's actually what a renovation is. That's what a rebuild is. Sometimes you got to knock a wall down to rebuild it again. You got to be like, oh, if you are trying to fix something, you don't just gloss over it and put makeup on it. You actually have to knock some things down. Now, in a rebuild, that is part of your job to figure out what structure you're keeping, what structures you're completely redoing. That's a makeover. Now, if you want a papering over the cracks type of situation, I'm telling you right now, that's not an actual proper rebuild. Now, you mentioned Dan Ashworth, and I'm so happy you did that, because he is the one who actually said what you just eloquently said, that look, he said it's going to be an expensive project if you bring this guy in. So now you bring a Portuguese chef and you're asking him to cook chicken lau mein. General Tso's chicken. Bro, this guy is good at cooking Portuguese char grilled chicken. He's good at his recipe. You're going to be asking him to go make some jerk chicken? Make that make sense. You knew exactly in the
hold on, let me
interview.
make it make sense.
Hold on. In the interview, he did not lie to you. He told you, this is how I play. This is my philosophy. And then next thing, you're going to go in and try and change his. Bro, there's a reason why he name dropped in that presser. He said, I'm not Tuchel, I'm not Conte, I'm not Jose Mourinho, but I am the current manager of Manchester United. There's a reason why he name dropped those people. Because if I am the head guy in charge, you don't tell me how to cook put more salt, put less, let me cook. And he was actually starting to now look like he could guarantee us a European place at the end of the season. If there was backing in this January transfer window, we got a midfielder. And if like all those Africans come back and help make our team better, because we know our team is thin right now. Guess where we are now? We're headed towards Darren Fletcher, who's going to pick his sons on the.
Hey,
bro, I don't know where we're headed.
At Manchester United,
nice.
At Manchester United, there's nothing wrong with nepotism, bro. We all know this, isn't it? Yeah, we've been seeing that for a long time. Yeah, hasn't he been picking Dalot week in, week out? Hasn't this guy been picking Dalot week in, week out?
I don't want to hear this whole Dalot is like so far distant, bro. Like I don't want to hear this thing. Anyway, and if you talk about Dalot, look, Dalot is the one that made that mistake that got us the draw.
Bro, let me tell you something. Yeah, but he still plays him in it. Yeah. What I'm trying to say to you is, regardless now of how you feel or of how you think he's been ill-treated, yeah, all you told me about was like some losses, yeah, and how he should be accountable for some losses, yeah. Is there nothing that you can say as a manager, as a person, that since he's been here, is there nothing that you can actually criticize and say that this guy was moving a bit mad while he was here? He's gone now, bro. Don't worry.
You would move mad if you had to deal with the nonsense those guys are giving. Jose Mourinho.
So you're telling me, you're telling me his stubbornness. So hold on, you're telling me his stubbornness in terms of like, as a new manager at a big, massive football club, yeah, in a league that you've never managed in before, yeah. And I don't think he's ever played here either, right? He's never even played in the Premier League, right? So the fact that you never played here, you never managed here, right? You don't know what this league's about really, right? Until you touch down. And when you land here, you're telling me that everything that you know from the Portuguese league is better than what you could learn from the Premier League. I'm sorry, but that's nonsense and that's stubborn-headedness, yeah? No, bro, because if you can't come to the Premier League as a new manager, you're a very young manager, or one of the youngest managers, right? And you're going to tell me that you can't come here and then say that, oh, you know what? Maybe some of the things that I've known in my past, what I've learned, I need to tweak for being here. No, I come here, what I say goes, this is my team, this is how I'm going to do this, blah, 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 blah. Bro, that's something that I find so stubborn-headed.
Joe, you're acting like he wasn't starting to tweak.
I've been calling it out for how long? How long?
Calm down. You're acting like he wasn't starting to like adapt some things. He was actually trying to change a few things while sticking to his principles. Because guess what? Every successful person has to have something that they believe in, that method to that madness, a certain stubbornness that they know that's what got them to the position that they're in. Everybody that's successful has that. You don't just change everything because somebody just told you change everything. That's how it goes.
Change everything, yeah. But you know what? Yeah, let's talk to some people because we've got people in here and they're waiting.
Oh no! Before we bring other people, can we give it in the format of the show? What's ugly? What's bad? What's good, Joe?
Okay, no. Well, you touched on what was bad already, innit? Yeah, about how Sorry, you touched on what was bad already about the club and how they've sacked him and whatnot, and the timing of the sacking. Right, that's what I find bad. Yeah.
Okay. Ugly is Jason Wilcox and Omar Barada. What's good? Them
Oh,
guys
you.
are ugly.
Yeah, but he's upset, but okay, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. But so what I'm trying to say to you is, yeah, that's the ugly. Also, you put in the ugly, yeah. All right. The bad then, I guess, is the timing of the second. Then the timing of the second, because I do not agree with him being sacked at this point in the season. Just like I didn't agree with Ten Hag being sacked around this similar time last season or the season, whatever season it was. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. But the good thing is the fact that he's fucking gone. Yeah. It's the wrong timing, but he's gone. So there's nothing I can complain about in it. That's my good, bad, and ugly. Yeah. He's gone. I'm happy that he's gone. I think it's the wrong timing though. So it can but the good can also be that it's revealing how inept that this management system is Ineos and this collective that they're trying to portray as something good. They're starting to show their ineptitude to everybody. Yeah, there were those who didn't believe in the first place, like Wajid, who was always saying this, waving the red flag from a long time. Yeah, and then now there's people like us who are starting to see their ineptitude at forefront. They can't do nothing. Why did they come here if they can't do shit? Get lost. Yeah, sell it to somebody in fucking. Just sell it to somebody else with money, innit? Yeah. I want Qatari money. But anyway, what's your good, bad, and ugly, bro?
Okay, yeah. I mean, I said it. Ugly is. I agree with you that it's these guys at the top, all of them. Ineos ugly. Bad is letting egos run the club. This was not a footballing decision. This was an ego-based decision, and that's what's bad about this. The good, I don't know. The good maybe will change our approach and get a manager who is here for right now, instant results type of manager. Maybe that's that's the good thing that could come out of this. But yeah. Let's bring in people. Whoever wants to put the timer on, bro, because.
Hey, Butts' head is hot right now, Hey, Butts, why are you so mad, though? Why are you so mad?
Because I don't know if we're ever going to win a league title, bro. That's why. I don't know if that's going to happen.
Listen, anyway, we'll see, innit? We'll see.
As long as Ineos is here, the guys that would rather sack a manager than get a midfielder, like what's cheaper, Joe? Paying Ruben Amorim severance package or getting a midfielder that could get actually. Come on, bro. We were so close.
Now, bro. It's not. This is why. Listen, that's why I said I don't like the way that he's been sacked in it, yeah, because it's got actually nothing to do with his performances. They would have been probably happy to keep him with his performances. Do you know that? Yeah. It's because they've fallen out over whatever they've fallen out over, and that's why it's ugly. That's why it's bad. That's why whatever you want to call it, innit? Yeah. That's why I don't like the way he's been sacked. It's not because he's been playing shit. Yeah. That's what I don't like. But anyway, let's bring somebody in. Realistic Red, how you doing, bro?
Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm gonna try and keep this short. First of all, I'm one of those people. I think everyone, maybe not everyone, but I was Amorim, and I think this decision was stupid, in my opinion. Regardless of your stance, I agree with you guys. The timing and the reason makes no sense. We are actually in a decent position, right? And I think what people are forgetting is, as a football club, we are slowly losing the pool we have on managers. We went from Moyes, LVG, Jose Mourinho, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Ten Hag, Ruben Amorim. Are you seeing the trajectory here? The more you keep doing this nonsense of firing managers, the less high-quality managers are going to want to come in, because you're setting the precedent. Look at what happened at Bayern Munich. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Ruben Amorim is like the next Fergie or next Pep or is God's gift to mankind. I'm not saying he was he was flawless. As a matter of fact, nobody, even the Amorim Inas, no one can come in here and confidently say they believe Ruben would have won us a league title. Nobody can say that. I can't say that, and I'm an Amorim supporter. But the issue here is this. It's very simple. We have bigger problems than the manager. All we needed right now in this transition period was for a manager to come in and just kind of do what Ruben was doing, get rid of the dead wood, improve us a little bit, try to get top quality, Man United quality players in the team, not what we currently have, and then grow from there. Sesko should not be the one leading the line. We all know this. We should not be panicking because of AFCON. Man United was never that club, but that's what it is right now. And that has nothing to do with Amorim. That has to do with Man United as a structure. So going forward, if we're just going to keep firing and hiring in the hopes that one day we're going to hit the manager lottery and win the league, I personally don't believe that will work. I think in order to get there, we need to persevere with the manager, get everything else set, and then if the manager is still not performing, then you get rid of the manager. That is what I believe. At the very least, they should have let this guy see the season and then fire him. Because right now, you cannot tell me Fletcher will do a better job than Amorim for the rest of the season. I don't believe that. Because it looks like that's what's going to happen. And let's say you bring in a new manager, right? Now they come in and they don't like these players here. Because Mainu was good on the Ten Hag in terms of Ten Hag wanted that guy to play. He brought him in. So the next guy comes in now, and next thing you know, maybe he doesn't like Mainu for whatever reason. And you keep having these players learn things and unlearn things. There's no real thing building up. And one thing I will say, right, before I shut up and, maybe let someone else talk is this. You guys have to understand that we could have had Jurgen Klopp. Go watch Diary of a CEO's interview with Jurgen Klopp, and then you would understand what is really going on behind the scenes. We are clueless as a club. The reason we fire managers, right, is because they're the easy scapegoat, and we always get like some sort of reprieve when we fire the managers. As soon as you get rid of the managers, the fans come go, no more fighting, no more arguing, hopium for a bit now, and then we go again. And guess what? The cycle continues. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different outcome, it's literally stupidity. But hey, that's just me. Apparently, I'm concussed. I'm clueless because I was Amorim in, and that's fine. But that's just my opinion.
Hit the like button for Realistic Red, because you are talking facts right now, bro. The hire and fire culture has got to go. Like, looking at the fact that I'm not saying, we should never fire a manager, by the way. This is, some people think that because we're saying Ruben Amorim should have stayed longer, like we're saying we shouldn't hire and fire people. But if it's like this, you keep repeating, rinsing and repeating, and not actually fixing the problem, when the problem is with the structure above. The guys above are the ones that are...
Basically, it's like fixing a leak. It's like fixing a pipe leak with a duct tape, and then when the leak isn't fixed, you replace the duct tape. That's what we're doing. Big up, guys. Appreciate the time and everything. And I'll be watching.
You know what? All right. Big up to you, bro. Yeah, big cool. But Potts, I want to address something with you now that he's gone, right? I want to ask you something, yeah, because the thing is, yeah, you keep saying about, we're not addressing the leak and all that kind of stuff, yeah. The problems is above, blah, blah, blah. It's all good. We could, fam, how long are we going to cuss about the ownership when we know the ownership's not changing? Look at the Houdini move they pulled on us already about, we're going to sell the club. Hey, we're going to sell the club. And then what happened? Boom. They got investment in the club. Yeah, let's stop doing this whole we're gonna it's the above. Fuck it, fam. This is what we got in it. Yeah, you can't keep hoping and praying and pretending like this is going to change. So for what we have right now, we need it to work for right now. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah. Fuck all of what you're hoping and praying for. Yeah. Let's just get to the nitty gritty of the situation right now. Yeah. Ineos are the people in charge of the footballing decisions at this club, yeah? Glazers own motherfucking Manchester United, yeah? We don't like them. You're sitting there in green and gold because we know what it means. We don't like them, yeah? It's cool, but guess what? They're fucking here. It's like growing up in a house with your parents and you don't like them. Guess what? They're still your fucking parents, yeah? There's nothing you can do about it, and you got to find a way to make this shit fucking work. Do you understand me? Until you can do something about it, yeah? So right now, the only thing that we can do is fire managers or fire players, bro. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And until we sort our house out, yeah, in terms of the people who are in charge of our house, there's nothing we can do apart from work with those people, bro. Yeah. And Amorim was the wrong decision, as we could clearly see. Yeah. And then even though I thought it was the wrong decision, you thought it was the right decision, even though he was doing some good things here and there, yeah, the results were poor. The results were poor. We have to have it right, bro. The results were poor. You might be doing some good things in terms of weeding out the bad players and all this kind of shit, but the results are what really matter in a football team. They were happy to keep him, but they fall out with him, and then boom, he's gone. This is where I have the big problem. Yeah, but for me, anyway.
I hear you. I hear you. But one in my response to that is that you can still fire Jason Wilcox. You can still fire Oba Barada. Definitely getting rid of Dan Ashworth was the wrong decision. So you can still fix this Ineos structure. I'm not saying, listen. It's like this. It's like this. I understand the Glazers own the club. I understand the Ineos are part owners of the club, and that's not going to change. But that doesn't mean I can't be mad at them. That doesn't mean within Ineos, some personnel can change and we can actually get the right people to do the right job. Because while the intentions may be good, the execution is horrible. It's embarrassing. We're looking like Chelsea. Clear Lake and Ineos are in the same WhatsApp group.
Well, I would tell you not to waste your energy, though, bro. You're concentrating on the things that really that are gonna happen, rather than the things that ain't gonna happen, innit? Yeah. How long since they just took control do you think they're gonna leave? They still think they can make this right. Yeah. It is right. Anyway, let's bring in the next caller. Who's the next caller? 1 second. Young Bill, young Pappy, how you doing, bro? What's going on?
I knew something was up when this guy messaged me in the morning. Young Pappy. He messaged me
telling you have a good day.
Some cryptic shit. He just said, I hope you have a good day today. Bro, and I was like, waking up like, what the hell is Young Pappy talking about?
I was just hoping you had a good day from bro to bro, like, you know.
Shut up, bro.
Shacking on my mate, like, you know, making sure everything is good, like, you know, you're not too jet lag anymore, you know. And then I come onto this onto the show and I see a different you. I'm saying, wait, this ain't the bots that I hit up this morning to have a good day and all of that.
Angry bots. It's an angry bots. Do you know what I mean? He was angry today, bro. I don't know what was up with him. Something's woken him up in a bad mood.
And I thought my message would give him a good mood, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, oh, look at my brother here just messaging me, like making sure I have a good day.
No. Start his timer, bro. Start his
timer. So where do we start?
Right, bro. How do you feel? I want to ask you this. How do you feel? How do you feel about the second? How did you
find out, actually? Let's start AI. And how
I woke up and I've got the EPL app on my phone, and that was the first notification I saw, actually. You know? That's how I found out.
How do you feel?
And then, you know, went to the how do I feel? Well, I wasn't even gonna drink today, but you know, I wasn't gonna drink today. But you know, we have to celebrate somehow.
I might have to go crack a beer right now. Listen. But you know what? The
go
funny
get
thing
a
is,
beer, bro. I guess I might have to also get it.
Yeah, you definitely need one, but you definitely need one.
I was trying to stay dry in January.
What's his crying? Only you, bro. I'll tell you this right now, though. Yeah, let's just keep it. Let's keep it straight right now, yeah, bots. Yeah. Why are you so mad? Because I feel I actually no. Let me not talk to you. Let me talk to the guys whose time it is. Yeah, young Pappy. Yeah. In the situation right now, yeah, do you feel like Manchester United, not even Manchester United, the upper aboves, whoever you want to call them, Ineos, Glazers, whatever, do you feel this is a right decision or a bad decision?
Right decision, wrong time. I agree with all the points that you guys made, to be fair. Like, you know, you might as well just have capped them onto the next transfer window and all, you know, end of the season. But they done what they done. I guess this is the new United way to sack managers during the season. You know, it's a consistent being now that we see. So yeah,
I'm actually.
I have disagreements with it. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm not happy with it, although I wanted it to happen, if you get what I mean. But I didn't want it to happen right now. It was too late once the season started. I'm always gonna be a believer of you can't do anything in the season when You know, you got a new coach or whatever come in and have the players that the other one had a problem with or whatever it was, like, you know.
I think that's the main thing for me, yeah. It's the timing. It's the way that they've let him go. Because I've always been complaining about what he's been producing on the pitch. Yeah, it ain't been good enough. Yeah, that's what I
And
was
same
complaining
here.
about. And this season, I calmed down a little bit because I was like, okay, we're in and amongst where we need to be. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Even though I thought he was getting a lucky ride, but I didn't want to complain too much about what was happening because, like I said, a win's a win, all that kind of ish, right? So, but now that he's fired, I just don't like the way that they've done it. It's not because he's been shit. It's not because we finished 15th last season. It's not because that they don't believe in. It's just because they've fallen out with him. You know, I don't. Maybe one person doesn't believe in him back there, but it's like I don't like it. It's something about it doesn't ring a nice bell with me. Do you know what I mean? And I
Yeah,
and I
and
don't.
remember how they done De Gea as well as a player. Like, you know, it just brings back damn type of memories on how they went on about this, like in a sense, like, you know.
For real, for real. But it is what it is, though. It is what it is. Ruben's gone. We can have a drink today. Yeah, in
Don't get that
commiseration
here,
or in
bro.
thanks.
There goes dry
Hey,
January.
A black label.
I hope this calms you down too, but I hope that calms you right down. You
You're
know,
drinking to
you're not
celebrate.
butts right now.
You're drinking to celebrate, but I'm drinking to say R.I.P. Man United. Like the way we're moving is it's not right.
Look at
Cheers.
this guy. Oh, boss. Cheers. Cheers to you, boss. Have a good one. Hey, yeah, we'll
Yes,
talk to you
yes.
soon, bro. Do you know what? Yeah. Hey, boss. You, my friend, have you got work today still?
No.
Look at that smile. Don't lie. Don't lie. Don't lie. Don't lie. Don't lie.
No, it's a Zoom meeting. I can do Zoom, like with a little beer. Come on now. I can do a Zoom meeting.
Don't think I remember the time difference, yeah, about your drinking now.
I literally was not gonna drink in January, but here we are.
Yeah, boy. Look at what Manchester United got you doing already. But all right, anyway, let's bring in the next caller.
Before you bring in,
doctor.
hold
Wait,
on.
listen, I hope you can tell your camera on. I saw you. Don't think I didn't see you.
Oh no, I know you saw me. I was trying.
Doing it.
I was like, the whole get up, it's a bit too tight on my head, and I was starting to feel claustrophobic. So I was like, forget it.
Oh, come on. We want a doctor half face reveal, or at least
No, it was gonna happen. It was gonna happen today because I feel like it's a perfect time to do it. But
Amorim's gone. Amorim's gone. You got to do the face reveal. Come on.
Don't do this.
People want it.
It's
Come on, the people want it.
2026.
People want to see. Well, go on.
Step for the
2026.
lead.
We're in the mix. Come on.
Yeah. No,
don't bully her, Joe.
No, Joe.
Hold on. Hold on.
You're not gonna protect me now.
Hold on. Shut up, Baba. You want to act like a protector now?
Hey, you shut up. I can say me. Don't let Joe bully you.
It's not bullying. It's called peer pressure. Actually, you should know the correct term, right? It's not bullying, right? You're sitting there drinking your beer. What are you? Look at you, like a weird old uncle. What's up, bro? About sipping your beer and trying to talk to me about women. Don't talk to me about women while you're drinking Black Label, fam. Anyway, sis, how are you doing? Yeah.
I'm all right. I'm actually, I woke up this morning. I was like, oh, good day. It was kind of sunny but cold outside. The weather was and I look at the group chat.
It's cold.
Yeah, it's freezing. I look at the group chat and I see Amorim is being sacked. And I was like, hey, stop lying. Stop lying. I agree with everything you guys have said already. Right move, wrong timing kind of situation. If you were going to sack him, you should have sacked him after Grimsby or at the end of the season. you know,
Mhm.
not now. And I feel like you guys are also right in the sense that it's egos. It's not for the right reason. They were trying to show who's the boss, you know? It's just stupid. And financially, it's just stupid. I'm not even a business major. I don't even know money like that. I don't pretend to be a economics guru. I really don't think it's the best thing for the club at this time. Because now Fletcher is Fletcher is going to be here for what, 1 or 2 games, 3 at the maximum. Who's going to take over? And don't tell me Maresca or the Matisse lookalike.
Who said that he's going to be? Hold on. But who said he's only going to be here for 2 or 3 games? Who said that?
Okay, I don't know. I'm just saying. Let's say he's here for 2 or 3
Going to be in
games.
charge to the end of the season. I heard that Glasner's interested in the job. That's one of the reports that's been coming out ever
If
since.
you think if you think Amorim was not the guy, you really think Glasner is the guy? Then again, I'm always open to my mind being changed, but still, I don't want just anybody. Because working for Manchester United is a different thing to working for like a Crystal Palace. You know?
Mm-hmm. And Glasner doesn't even have carrot.
And
I feel of a carrot. Like,
shut up, but shut both of you. Nah, both of you.
Shut up. I have a minute and 45 left. I have a minute and 45 left. Let me have my time. I'm going to reclaim my time. Sorry.
Hold on. I'll pause your time. How about that? I'll pause your time.
Pause my time and you can go off.
What are you talking about this Glasner situation? Yeah, I don't like the way you just talked about him. Yeah, because you know what? Yeah, Glasner was wanted by Bayern Munich before they were decided between Glasner and Company. Yeah, who was Company before he went to Bayern Munich? Yeah, he was a nobody manager. He was managing Burnley. Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah, managers have to take the step up. And you know what? There's managers that are showing qualities. Hold on, managers that are showing qualities. Hold on, managers that are showing qualities. Yeah, qualities that they could do better in a team where they could actually spend some money. In Glasner's team,
Man United
he has to sell players.
Don't want to spend money.
Yeah? He's famous for not being able to spend money. Yeah.
We're not spending money though, because I have a feeling that Amorim, I'm just presuming here. So I'm just presuming. I won't be surprised if it comes out 2 years down the line when Amorim or somebody in his camp comes out and says he had this player and the board said no. Something similar to what Ole did with Haaland. He wanted Haaland, and wow, I saw that. And he wanted Haaland, and
Joe.
I mean, he wanted Haaland, and they said no. We got Jadon Sancho instead. And oh my God, let me just say this because I just clicked. I hope Jadon Sancho doesn't come back. Oh my God. And Garnacho, the nerve for you liking posts.
Oh, he likes the Amorim.
It's a new year. It's a new year. I don't wanna do this. I was not gonna cuss out people. Again, with the PR, I may need players and managers to have a great PR team. Do you know what? I should go into PR because this is. I feel like some of what I'm saying is common sense, but clearly, most people don't know. If Sancho comes back, I swear I'm going to. And they shouldn't even try and think of hiring Southgate or Potter because they're one in the same. Trash. Big trash. Any questions? This is why the camera should have been on. Anyway, because you should have seen my face. It's like any questions?
So, Doctor, out of all the managers that have been fired post Fergie, which one pisses you off the most?
I won't lie. The only one saddened me a lot, even though it was. And Jose, it's because I have soft spots for both of them. But and the fact that people are still throwing this Onana thing back at me, I swear to God, if people had just scored the goals he was lobbying onto them, he would have gotten it. So go back yourself, all of you.
I remember you liked Ruben Amorim's face. You know, Joe.
What is going on today?
This is crazy. But listen. What Doctor said made me think, what if Ruben goes to Chelsea? What if Ruben Amorim gets appointed by Chelsea? And then, like, imagine Garnacho's face. Like,
I hope they do it. That would be funny. I hope they do it. Yes, send him to Chelsea. Yes, I would love to see it. Let's see what happens at Chelsea. They've got a big enough squad, though, to accommodate what he wants to do. Did you get what I'm saying? He could try out everybody he wants to try out. Yeah, that's the thing.
Actually,
that's the thing
Chelsea brings in players every transfer window. Like so maybe actually
it could work out for him. Do you know when people are willing to spend money for a manager, yeah, they might stumble onto something. Yeah, obviously though, there was that complaint about Enzo Maresca saying that they weren't buying players for him; they were just buying players for Chelsea, where it wasn't really making sense at any point. So you might come into the same problem. You might run into the same problem in it, yeah. But who knows? Anyway,
guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Let's go to the next caller, bro.
All right, let's bring in. Oh, Riri. Whoops.
Riri.
Hello, Riri.
Hello.
How you doing? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you both. A blessed 2026. May all your endeavors be prosperous, and may you live with good health for the remaining of the year.
Thank you.
Yes, you too, sis. You know what? Big intro. Good to hear from you. Hope you're having a good 2026 so far.
Well, this is my first day back at work, so I need to win the lotto because I don't,
That first day back after a good break, yeah, is always
Yes, it's very. I don't need 4 minutes because I'm not going to be here long. I have more pressing things to attend to than this drivel.
You know what? You speak then. I'll just leave the timer right
I just came in here to wish both of you, a happy New Year.
You have
go ahead, bots.
You have Ruben Amorim as your picture there, Riri. Like
yeah.
Speak on that. Like, how does this second?
But I just tell you, I didn't come in here to speak on drivel. So
okay,
just ask me a question.
Well, the question is, like, look at how his face. He doesn't look happy.
That's my face. To be fair, I'm not happy with this club. I haven't been happy with this club for over 12 years. To be fair.
So, are you upset with the sacking? Because I know that he wasn't a big backer of the
manager.
I am.
Who said I wasn't a big fan of the manager? Are you speaking for me now, Joe?
I thought, look, okay.
Are you mansplaining for me now? Is that what you're doing? 2026. Is that what you're doing?
Oh God, I will. If you feel I've offended you, I will leave.
I don't need you. This is your show. Why would you leave your own show? That is ridiculous.
Because I'm not going to bring any of our channels into disrepute. I am above that.
Never. I am not one. I am not one to entertain disrepute. That's your other followers.
All right. Without any disrespect, yeah. Can I ask you then, yeah? Where did you stand with the manager on the manager?
I stood with the manager on a game-to-game basis. Based on the result of a game, that's how I critique. I am not one to run agendas or crash out on emotional, bring my generational trauma into enjoying football like most people do. But yes, I was on a game-to-game basis where the manager was concerned. I think this particular move was not the right one. If they wanted to get rid of him, to Doc's point, if you wanted to get rid of him, you could have done it after the Grimsby game, or wait until the end of the season and then part ways. doing it 14 months into his tenure in the middle of a season, just before it's the January window open.
Yep.
Yeah.
January window's open.
Yeah, it's January.
Shows your incompetence and your lack of knowledge where football is concerned.
Thank you.
So
I agree.
On the business aspect of it, I think it was a very bad move. I am sure majority of the fan base running off of emotion is very happy. It's like most of the Venezuelan people. They think they're going to get, they think Christmas has come for them. Needless do they say, the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know.
Ooh.
But we will live to see. We will live to see that. And we will discuss this in another 2 years again, because I'm sure we'll be right back here discussing the same shit, just a different name. But I just came on here to wish both of you a lovely 2026. Joe, your skincare is looking phenomenal. You're shining and glowing. I love the way your blackness is just radiating on the screen. And but it's good to see you've returned from the motherland, and you also look like you had a very good time. You look relaxed. You look rested. Okay, so yes, I just I have love for both of you, and I just came on here to just wish you all the best in the new year.
Thank you so much. You know what? Thank you so much, sis. Yeah, I can't lie to you. Oh, that's a nice call. Yeah, I love it. She's always measured. Yeah.
Yeah. And always here to tell the truth. So.
Do you know what though? How do you feel? How do you honestly feel? Yeah, well, listen, my skin. She said my skin looked good. That's all I needed to hear.
Yeah, I'm not gonna comment on that, but yeah, all right, cool.
Honestly, do you know what? Yeah, it is all dribble. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, everything that we talk about sometimes. But the funny thing is, yeah, when we are reported on these things, it does make me feel. Hey, doctor, don't make me put you on screen. I saw that. But listen, yeah, when all these things that we report on, yeah, it's just talking points, because obviously we know that we can't affect nothing, yeah.
Yeah.
But the one thing that I have to say is that when we keep on talking about like the higher ups and stuff like that, I feel like it's almost a waste of time. It's a waste of time, bro. Like, we can keep highlighting it unless we can do something about it. Yeah, can we drive them out of this club? Is there something we can do to drive them out of this club?
I think you're underestimating the power of just numbers and unity and a unified voice in the fan base. It's the same thing. It's like sort of like putting pressure on a manager. The fan base can do that, and the fan base can put pressure on the ownership. We just gotta be unified. That's the whole thing about like Manchester United is sometimes too big for its own good. That when we're trying to organize, when Kani is out there trying to organize a protest, like other people are not. Where's Kani, by the way?
He said what?
No, how dare you? Let's bring in the next caller.
But you get my point.
Hold on. Oh, don't shut up.
The fan base is just too fractured. Anyway, we deserve better. Big up yourself.
Big up yourself. Well, but you know what? I didn't realise. I didn't see the beginning of yesterday's stream. That generational rubbing from you, Joe. I've clipped it and I put it on repeat. It helps.
Nah, Justice, well, we deserve better. Wait, let him cook.
I was saying that generational rubbing. I've clipped it and I've put it on repeat. It helps me every morning. I'm an early riser,
Early riser,
I'm glad I can help somebody out. Anyway, let's not talk about that. Yeah. Yeah. You said you got cheeks for days, but let's not talk about that, innit? Yeah. Anyway, guys. Right.
So okay, so
right,
the good is.
How did you actually feel? No, because how did you feel? No, forget about the good part. How did you feel when you heard the news? How did you feel?
If I'm honest, I'm never happy when someone gets sacked. honestly. Even if it's someone I don't like all of that. I don't like all of that because I think there's a human being underneath all of it. But I think his job was untenable. I think the results were untenable. I think the emotional outbursts were untenable. I think he's a narcissist. I think he throws everyone out the bed. He goes from grandiosity to being extremely vulnerable. To me, that's a complete narcissist right there in front of you. So I don't think he. And I'm sick to death of three at the back. I'm sick to death of square pegs and round holes. Look, I had to write this down. I'm an unks, right? I'm 53, so I've got bad memory. So listen to this. 14 Premier League wins in 14 months, throwing senior players under the bus, throwing young players under the bus, throwing loanees under the bus, down throwing the hierarchy under the bus, finishing 15th, throwing the Premier League last season under the bus for Europa, losing Europa and costing us £100 million, throwing Mainu under the bus, throwing Fletcher under the bus.
Stop the bus! Stop the bus! Hold on.
Okay, so we leave the bus. Grimsby, Everton, losing to Grimsby, losing to Everton at home. 5 defenders versus 10 men. 36 Premier League matches to finally win back-to-back. No back-to-back wins since. 2 wins in the last 11 matches. Goal difference of only +4. Scored 34 goals, conceded 30 with 3 defenders at the back. 4 points from 14th place. Poor substitutions. Bruno in the 8. Mainu on the bench. Square pegs and round holes. The good, the drama queen has gone. The bad, they didn't do it sooner. The ugly, that tea cozy.
Nah, you could. You could.
Hold on, Bots. Do you know what a tea cozy is? I know he doesn't even. He doesn't.
It's what you got in your head, mate. They normally put it on teapots to keep them warm. He's had to put it on his hot head today. I mean, you've just come back from holiday, and I thought this guy's on holiday. He's relaxed. He's chilled. He's easy. Bloody hell! You need to go back, mate.
Now he's angry. Now he's angry with what he's seen today. Do you know what? This is the most smiles he's done all day today because when he was speaking earlier, he was an angry Botswana Pappy. Yeah, very angry. Yeah.
And the other thing is, right, we can talk about his players. Heaven, signed under him. Dorgu, signed under him. Mbumo, signed under him. Sesko, signed under him. Cunha, signed under him. Lamens, signed under him. Bruno, his captain. Dallo, his cousin. Mount, his star boy. Mainu, his fall guy. All him.
We deserve better.
Yeah, some of those people that you mentioned aren't bad things. Do you know what I mean? Dorgu and all that.
I mean, it's 14 Premier League wins in 14 months. Come on, guys. What I don't understand. Do you know what I don't understand is where are our standards? They're on the floor. We wouldn't accept this from any other manager. And suddenly he's taken us to 15th. He's still crap this year. And we're supposed to say, oh, do you know what? We'll see him out to the end of the season.
We deserve better. Last season's finish wasn't only Ruben Amorim's doing. He came in. He didn't start the season, but okay. I'm not gonna get into that.
If you want, no, you brought it up. If you want to go there, if it weren't for Ruud van Nistelrooy's points, we'd be in relegation. If it weren't for Ten Hag's points, we'd be in relegation.
So what now?
You know what? It's time to look forward. It's time to look forward now. Okay, all right.
You know what, yeah? Nah. Do you know what? He deserves a shut up. Do you know what?
Nah, we deserve better.
You know what? Yeah, sometimes I feel like this is the thing that people get frustrated with sometimes with the Ruben Amorim. It's like you just don't want to see the truth. You're just we'll talk about something else. But you brought it up, that's what kind of threw yourself under the bus. You said, it wasn't all his fault last season, but without those points, bro, where would we have really been? Okay. Did he prove to you that he was able to do anything with what he did last season?
Okay, all right. I concede. I'm ready for let's before we bring in the next call. I want to remind everybody to hit the like button. We're streaming this show to Backhand Entertainment, that's Joe's channel, and also Football Power Hour, my channel. Please go just support. Like it's easy to just go hit a like on both channels. It helps the channels grow. And also shout out to Ronald who gave a super chat earlier saying, "Bots, Amorim is sacked. Look ahead and not behind." And he's laughing while saying that. You know what? I can't wait to speak to Ronald. But who's next? Who's next? Is it Stretford?
We got Stretford DNA in the house. Well, go on, Stretford.
What's happening, bro?
Well, go on. How do you feel about this news? First and foremost, how do you feel about the news?
I knew it was inevitable. I called it yesterday on the stream with KG. I said his job was untenable. I mean, we all saw the press conference. We even saw the signs when they didn't release that press conference. They kind of tried to do the silence thing, and then you heard all the murmurs, like the unrest, like Wilcox and Amorim had fallen out, and that Amorim wasn't happy in the job. So it was a matter of when, not if, for this situation. Whether I wanted him to get sacked, for me, I said I was Amorim to get sacked at the end of the season. Only reason that was the case was because I thought he could still get us top 4. But the more games that we were playing, like the Wolves draw, that was really the turning point. And then the Leeds draw, it just looking less and less likely. So, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna sit here and be like bots crashing out because Amorim's been sacked. I think it was inevitable, but the situation for me is more that I have respect for him. It's not like with Ten Hag where we ended up hating the guy because he brought in a bunch of shit signings like Anthony and Onana. More for me, it's more because he's spoken up against the board and he's not been a puppet, which I thought he was. But what we've realized about Amorim is he's not just going to be a yes guy. And I don't know if you saw the leaked messages from Vivell talking about Amorim after the Fulham game where they said his system was predictable. My bet is that he saw those messages leaked and he's like, yeah, fuck this board. Yeah, I'm just crashing out on them. So I'm proud he did that. And that showed me a lot about his character. But same way, it was time to go. And obviously his replacement, Fletcher, I want him out already. I'm Fletcher out. So yeah, get him gone. Yeah, I'm Fletcher out already, bro. He's another Ineos puppet. He's a Glazerite. He's a yes man. He's a nepo father, nepo babies. Fletcher and Sons are where to pav. I don't want to see him any longer than.
I don't even think he's supposed to be the permanent manager anyway. I think he's just supposed to hold down the fort until they can sort out whoever they're trying to sort out in it. Let's just be honest.
Nah, but Joe, we've seen this movie before. Ollie at the wheel, Fletcher's at the wheel. We get a couple wins under our belt. Then we're all singing, "Oh yeah, Fletcher. He's got us like
that wasn't on the Ineos. That wasn't on the Ineos. And let's face it, yeah, last time Ineos put in a temporary manager, it was Ruud van Nistelrooy, right? And they stuck to their guns and they brought in someone else. So
true, but I'm looking at the odds for the next manager, and I mean, first is Glasner. I'm pretty sure Fletcher's like second or third. So the odds don't lie. And obviously, my personal bet, I want De Zerbi or potentially Areola. But my feeling is with Fletcher, it's just like with the fans, they get too giddy when it's you're rolling. Fergie, it's on Fergie as well, because I don't know if you saw the video. Fergie endorsed Fletcher. There's a clip of him saying, "Oh yeah, he's got the right." Like he gives the team talks and stuff. So, we got to watch out for him because.
Why De Zerbi? Do you know, before you go, why De Zerbi? Why De Zerbi? Why De Zerbi?
Beautiful football, plays out from the back. He includes, he uses wingers. He'll get United playing the United way. Wide players, possession-based football. None of this counter-attacking defensive football that Amorim was trying to play. We'll control the ball and it'll be better. Go on.
Amorim was trying to play counter-attacking defense football. Is that
man? Like his style of play was this transition. You have the ball and we'll just go back to front. It just didn't work here, isn't it? But end of the day, no 3 at the back managers, no 5 at the back managers, no manager who's not been in the Premier League before. They have to play wide players, and hopefully, we can see United back. Yeah, big up.
Big up yourself. Big up yourself. I don't agree with that at all.
Also,
I didn't. I don't agree with that whatsoever. Not even one little bit. I didn't want to interrupt him too much, but not even a little bit. I don't agree with nothing you said. And you know why? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you right now. The Zerbi, what did he achieve for you to say that he's something that you want? Just because he's been in the Premier League, no manager's been in the Premier League before. I hate that as well. F that. Yeah. So much managers come here from different leagues and come and just do so sick. Was Pep Guardiola in the Premier League before? No. Was Klopp in the Premier League before? No. Guess what? They came here and they did better than most of the managers have done. Yeah. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that. Yeah. I heard
but
that.
it's
I
about
hate
the
the Premier League. I hate the
ideas,
Premier
Joe.
League. It's bullshit.
Stretford is responding to what the coach's ideas are like, and we saw like
yeah, and I don't agree with them either. I don't agree with them either. Yeah,
that's your opinion. That's your opinion.
Players, yeah? Yeah, it's my opinion. I'm just telling you, I don't agree. Did I say that he's wrong? I never said he was wrong. I said I don't agree with anything that he said. That's what I said, right?
All right. Let's leave it like that then. All right. Let's go to the next caller because I'm getting tipsy from this. Let's go.
From one beer. What is wrong with you?
It's strong, bro.
Let's call that. Hey, Ronald, how you doing, bro? Welcome to the show, fam.
Yeah, I'm good. I heard KG say this earlier today, and it kind of stuck in my head. I'm just gonna change a few words over here, just to kind of make it easier. But Fletcher at the wheel, bots, how do you feel?
I feel like throwing up. I feel like throwing up, bro.
We can see. I think it's the beer. It's nothing to do with the manager situation. But you know what? You were talking too loud. And I was really happy when you were defending Doctor as well. It personally made me happy. That's one of the good things because now you can focus all your energy to defend Doctor and not Amorim anymore. So big up on that. That's the good of the situation. The manager went away from a toxic relationship. He went away with millions in his pocket. He's happy. He's smiling. That's good for him, right? But you were talking. When you were talking, you were saying that, hey, at the end of the day, all of this, if AFCON players were here, those players were here, this would not have happened. A lot of those players were here since last season, bots. And we were shit last season. And when Joe told you, how many points are we off 14? He's trying to tell you the same way we are closer to the position you're trying to portray we are. We're also closer to that position as well. It's just a matter of 2 or 3 games. If they go bad, as they've been going bad recently, because the teams that we're supposed to be winning against, the ones you were talking about and bigging up yesterday, at the end of the day, it just would be bad, right? However, bots, I hope you're blessed. I hope you're feeling okay. Don't get rattled. Don't get mad because I saw anger and vim in your eyes. When you used the word appalled, I was like, okay, it's peak. I knew it there. But I really want you to be all right, bots, because you and I know, and I think Riri said this very nicely, that we would be here potentially in 18 months from now again.
Yes.
So, right? So that could be true. But at the same time, we might not be, right? As you thought that we would not be here and the manager would see the season out. You were very, strong in your opinion that this manager will see the season out. I think that's not happening anymore. But we don't talk about that. That's in the past. That's behind, right? But I don't think that, for me, this decision, I know you've asked this question to a lot of people. Financially, it made sense for Ineos because what they did was they knew from the Grimsby game this guy had to go. But at the time of the Grimsby game, they would have had to pay him 12 to 18 mil. Now it's 6 mil. The turn of the year and the months gone by gets them money. And they care about money. But they don't care about nothing else, bro. Why do you think at the start of a transfer window, they're trying to get rid of the manager? Could they have not done this in December or November? Did he not give them enough opportunities? Understand. He literally said, if you can't change anything, change the manager. They did nothing about it. They kept quiet. There was no conversation. There was no discussion the very next day, no emergency meeting. But the moment he said, I would need players, I'm a manager, not the head coach. They said, okay, you know what, big man? It's a transfer window. We're transferring you. No players. You are being transferred. They transferred him. They transferred him out with some money in his pocket. But for them, it's pocket change because they saved half the money. Financially, it made sense for them.
I find that trash behavior, though. I find that trash behavior.
At the end of the day,
100%.
that's what Ineos says. Trash. What do you expect from them? Flowers. So, Joe, I do hear your point. You cannot change the management, because for last how many years? 15 years approximately. There are communities, there are people out there, bots, that you're saying fight the fight. They have been fighting, and you will never find enough people. We had one instance. Was it the Liverpool game? I think it was 1 or 2 years ago when fans broke into the stadium.
Yes.
Yep.
Right. That I don't know when it will happen again. Can I get 1 more minute because of the memberships I've given in the past? But hey, I'm just trying my luck.
All right. You gave a super chat, the only super chat for the show. So
okay.
Yeah,
Big respect. But bots, you need to understand that now we're going into a situation where Fletcher, and I do hear everyone who's saying Fletcher is going to bring in his kids, right? I'm not sure, but potentially, because they also tried to spin yesterday by saying Mount and Bruno are going to be back. So they're trying to spin that whole situation and give you a shining light that, okay, with Fletcher, things are going to be different. Things are not going to be different. We might finish 4th. We might even finish 8th. We might finish 10th. But they now have an excuse that the manager was changed mid-season. And every time they make a stupid decision, their idea of winning the Premier League by 2028, it goes 1 year ahead of time. So they're just adding on to time. They're just buying time at this point. And as fans, you like it or not, it would be the same, bro. I don't know which next manager we're going to get, right? We don't know. But I can tell you one thing. The only thing consistent would be stress.
So such a gloom perspective. But
do you know what? Yeah, I'm not that gloomy about it. Yeah, the funny thing is, I'm not happy with what's happened, bro. But I still see a brighter future. Hopefully, I'm not gonna condemn Fletcher. I don't think it's gonna be the same because his management style is gonna be way different to Amorim's management style and what he's gonna put out on the pitch. I'm pretty sure we're not gonna see 3 at the back. If we do, I'll be shocked. Do you get what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I'm excited to see the change. Who knows? We might get an Ollie kind of bounce where they just play better because they're happy. Do you get what I'm saying? Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, who knows? I don't care. I'm here for it. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about it. It's just like, listen, this is the thing, innit? Yeah, you see the disappointment I had when Ten Hag got fired. Yeah, I don't have the same disappointment now. Yeah, because I just feel like, how could it be any worse? Yeah, same way you guys was telling me, how can it be any worse than Ten Hag? Yeah, I'm like, oh, how the fuck can it be any worse than this guy? Because he was shitter than Ten Hag. So how can it get any worse?
Sure.
How? But anyway, onwards and upwards, isn't it?
We've hit rock bottom, bro. Guys, if you haven't hit the like button, thank you for being here. Thank you for hitting the like button. Please do it on Backhand Entertainment and Football Power Hour. Let's go to the next caller, bro.
All right, let's bring in wrap up. Oh, there's a wrap up. We all know what he's gonna say. Hey, wrap up. Welcome to the show.
Once again,
have the chickens come home to
Happy New
roost.
Year, guys. Happy New Year, guys. Sensational start to the year, guys. Yeah? This calling is going to be focused on Amorim because I focused my first call on Ineos.
Okay.
So, Amorim, 2025. More losses than wins. 13 wins, 14 losses. Yeah? When he came into the club, they hired him to try and still get Champions League. We finished 15th with 6 wins in 27 games. This guy has been operating in a deficit from day one. He's shit. And fucking else as well. They deserve each other. Incompetence all the way around. Yeah? So I'm not crying for this prick. I'm not crying for Amorim at all. The way he was giving that fighting talk. Oh! The animal shit. What's going on with this guy? You know what I'm saying? So, and I'll just finally admit it. Every coach we go for under this leadership is a gamble.
Yeah.
That's why I keep saying. That's why I say now, if it's going wrong and I don't see a standard met, sack him. Just like Amorim, he got sacked. I told you what it was going to happen. It was a matter of time. And big up to Ronald as well. It's true what he said. It was a business decision as well because they waited in the contract where they didn't have to pay him 12 mil. They waited into the segue of the contract where they could pay him the least amount of money. That's the real reason why he got sacked as well. Plus, he had an argument with Wilcox on the board the day before the Leeds game, and then he just finished it off in the after the Leeds game where he just exploded about I'm the manager. Well, so at the end of the day, this club is a mess, and hopefully, like I said, my two managers, like candidates that I would like to see here, is Glasner or Xavi. Those are my two candidates, but. I'm not crashing now. This is predictable, this shit now. It's so predictable. But Amorim was the worst coach since wartime, since 1930 something. And you're crying for this guy. You're a madman.
Let me ask you one question though, bro. Do you believe that this was the right time for him to be sacked though? Because I don't like Amorim, yeah, but I don't think it was the right time for him to be sacked.
I don't really care. I don't really care. I know what they sacked him. They sacked him because they didn't want to give him signings as well. That's why January is the perfect time. Now they got whatever, they can just buy whatever signing without any challenge. I know it is. Yeah, so it is what it is. But he was shit anyway. So I have don't care about the timing. You need to be sacked whenever. Should have been sacked against Grimsby. Should have been sacked against Everton. Should have been sacked against West Ham. Should have been sacked against Wolves.
Wrap up.
There's so many sackable offences this clown has got. So I don't really care.
Wrap up. You don't think
what a sensational start to the year, guys. Happy New Year! Yeah, man.
That was the most zestiest exit ever. Why so zesty? Why? You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna bring you in and you say hello like that till we deserve better. Go on. What? Let me let you say hello like that till we deserve better. Go on, hold on. Let me see who's brave enough to do it now. One second. Let me bring it back. So hold on. All right, say that again. Say again.
What do you mean?
That's what I thought.
Happy New Year, guys! Like wrap up is on smoke, you know. Zesty smoke.
No. I knew you wouldn't say hello like that till we deserve better. I knew you wouldn't. Anyway, guys, you know what? All right, you know what? Let's get to the next caller because I can't believe how much callers we do have.
Yeah. Let's keep the show.
I can't believe how much callers we do have. Let's get to the next caller. Oh shit! From wrap up to Pav. Oh shit! Pav is in.
I was being purposely left out.
No.
Look
Okay.
at that, bro. Look at that. I love it.
No. Hold up. You see this guy that you're crying for, yeah? This guy you're crying for. People saying, "I feel sorry, he's been sacked." All this and that, yeah. This is your guy, yeah. This morning, yeah, when he's strolling out with his missus, yeah. Look at put it on the last screen. Enlarge it, Joe.
Go on.
This is your guy. This is your manager, yeah. This morning, yeah, after being sacked, strolling about with 9.5 million pounds in his pocket, yeah. Not only
this is not this morning. This morning.
This is him this morning, bro. The reporters, he was on Sky Sports. I took this photo from Sky Sports, bro. Yeah, and not only that, this man and his coaching staff, yeah, when they got escorted out of Carrington, were laughing and joking and fucking giggling on their way out. Yeah, because they got their money in their pockets, bro. laughing, giggling, and joking.
No.
This is your manager, boss. The guy that you're crying for. Yeah, look at him. Man looks like he's about to go on Love Island, bro.
Wait. He like, what do we expect him to do? To be sad? Like listen.
But you see all you lot, yeah, that are coming here, yeah, acting like, we're sacking. I don't like these managers being sacked. They don't give a shit about the club, bro. Yeah, this is the same man. I won't take a pay packet, but if you want to get rid of me, that's cool, man. I'll leave with £0. Why have you left with 9.5 mil in your pockets, bro?
He cared about the club, but he didn't give a shit.
Shut up, brother. No, he did. No, he didn't. Yeah, you see, you lot saying that this guy lashed out, yeah, because he didn't get back. That's also true. Yeah, the club chat is shit as they usually do. Yeah, the funds weren't there, but you've got to be a dumbass to think that we had unlimited funds when, for years, yeah, the information's been out there. The club's in like 1.5 bill debt. Yeah, you thinking that you was going to get mega signings in January, but you're on crack yourself, right? So he thought, all right, if they want to chat shit about me, cool. I'll chat shit about them, get myself sacked, take the money, and dip. Yeah, don't sit on your high fucking horse and feel sorry for this guy because he deserves to be sacked. 31.2% win percentage in 14 fucking months. Yeah, you're telling me this guy don't deserve to be sacked? This man should have been out of the door after that Europa League final. Yeah, telling everyone, yeah, now we probably don't need Europe. We don't need Europe. These players don't deserve it. Yeah, they're not good enough. And now you're sitting there moaning to the board, arguing with them in meetings. Where's my money for signings? Dickhead, you didn't want the fucking money because you didn't want Europe. What the fuck are you talking about? This is a man you feel sorry for. Boo hoo hoo. Who gives a fucking shit? The terrorist is out the door, bruv.
Pav, who's gonna want to come to this circus of a club now?
But I stand on my word. Yeah, I don't flip flop like a lot of people. I don't care as many managers it fucking takes. Yeah, sack them and keep bringing them in until one of them clicks. I do not care, bro.
I mean, do you agree with the timing of the firing then? Because that's one thing I don't.
No, because it should have been done earlier. If anything, it should have been done in around October, November. Ideally after Grimsby, but like I said, it should have been done straight after that Europa final. For this man to go onto the media and tell them that we don't deserve Europe, and then you go bottle that final anyway, and then he tried to flip flop and actually, no, I didn't. It was the way I said it wasn't meant to be said like that. I do want Europe. But bro, shut up, man. You fucked up. No one should have sympathy for this guy, bro. No one. What are we doing here? And all you people coming here saying we want Glasner, you fucking idiots. We've just had this guy with a free back. You want another fucking free back? Are you fucking people dumb?
Well, we got wing backs.
I'm just gonna let that be that. Well, this is what I'm saying. Look, we're set up. Yeah, we're set up for a three at the back right now. We sold all our good fucking wingers and all that kind of shit. Trying to accommodate one fucking guy. Anyway, I don't know what you said about I've got to do about blood seed.
Anyway, let's bring in the next caller. Keep the show moving.
Vegeta,
hey,
Vegeta, hey. Bafana,
bro.
You, are you okay? Have you stopped crying?
Nah, not okay. Let me be honest. Not okay.
Hey, Vegeta, what happened at AFCON, bro?
You want to talk about AFCON?
Nah, I was just curious what happened.
We'll talk about AFCON later. Let's talk about the manager and his foolishness.
I literally created a whole presentation, bro. Because
a presentation.
Because people have short memories, bro.
The difference between South Africa and Botswana was just the flight departure times, bro.
No, don't do that. You won games. You didn't.
He said what?
All right, go on. Do you know what, bro? I want to see a presentation. Do I need to remove the things off the screen?
Do we have time, Joe? Because it sounds like you've got a lot of.
What is your presentation about? What's your presentation about exactly?
It's just a reflection, because for the longest time when Ruben was here, people kept telling us to forget. It's a new season. Wara wara. And look, disclaimer, guys. I don't claim that all of these stats are 100%. I did this through AI. I checked some. Didn't have time for everything because I did it an hour ago, basically. Just disclaimer.
All right, let's get down to let's see how good your AI is. Which AI did you use?
It's grog, bro. Take it with a pinch of salt.
Okay.
But anyway, guys, let's for people who are feeling sorry and forgot the timeline, let's do this. Timeline of events, right? Ruben joins in November, right? You see the picture bots, you were happy. Here's your man. You happy? Here's your guy. His first match, he draws 1-1. His first win only comes on the 28th. And then he goes on a dry spell. Remember that time when we were averaging 1 week in a month? We didn't get 3 points for like 5 months. Remember that? That happened. And because of that terrible run where he gave up the league and he decided to not win the Europa League he was focusing on, we finished 15th. Now, I've also wrote a note here that says we finished 15th, which was the worst Premier League season ever and lowest league position since relegation in 1974. That's the worst since 1974. So it wasn't just 15th, by the way. This guy was just breaking records. But anyway, we move. Then this guy, this season now, loses to Grimsby Town. Remember that on the 27th last year? I know we're in 2026, but we lost to Grimsby. No, now we're no longer in a tournament. Now we are back to 1 game a week. October to November, 3-game Premier League winning streak. I remember both saying, yeah, come outside. We're turning a corner. That's when this happened. Remember that? Yeah, I remember that. And
what
then
do you want? I was backing my team. Okay, but go ahead.
You were backing your manager. You are backing your that's Ruben on the picture. Okay. And then in November, reality hit us because between November and January, when he got sacked, guess what? 3 wins. 3 wins in the last 11 games. And I couldn't believe it. I had to go check. This is one of the stats I checked, bro. 3 wins in 11 games. This is ridiculous. Anyway, let's move on. There's too much to cover here. Let's look at some stats, bots. I know you are a stat man. You like stats, you. You see this table? This is us last year. This is what we did. Mind you, he came in November. It's not like he came in January, Feb, interim settings, November. And this is what we finished with. Look at the goal difference. It's disgusting.
Yes. Disgusting. I'm with you.
This is where we are here now today. Much better, right? 31.
Yeah.
Just a few points off where we finished.
Those two draws, imagine if we had won them.
We can't imagine it because we drew.
No, but imagine if we had won them.
Well, reality doesn't care about imagination, my friend. Okay? These are the stats that matter. Did you win or did you lose? Okay? Let's go. No, let's break it down even. We're going to specifics because you guys want us to break it between last season and this season, right? Last season. 27 games, 9 wins, 7 draws, 11 losses. A win rate of 33 in the Premier League, 33%. Finished 15th overall. 13 games in the Europa League, we didn't win, obviously. 3 games, 1 in the FA Cup, 3 wins, 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss. Didn't win it. Carabao, Ten Hag took care of that one. He didn't even compete in the Carabao. Season total, 43 games, 18 wins, 11 draws, 14 losses. This is all games included. Look at that win rate. All games included with Ruben. Anyway, we forgot that season, Men in Black style. It's okay. We come to this season now. 20 games in the Premier League because he can't compete anywhere else. You remember he lost the Europa? There's no Europe. So he only played 20 games in the league. 8 wins, 7 draws, 5 losses, 40% win rate. Position 6th. FA Cup, not yet started. Shame. Carabao Cup, 0%. You know why? Grimsby Town. Season total, 21 games, 8 wins, 7 draws, 6 losses. Win rate of 38%.
Shut up.
And look what the last note says. No European football Because why? He lost to the Tottenham of the Hotspurs. He did that. Let's look at some more stats, bots. Overall, his win percentage in his entirety at Man United is 38.1. Only one other person has been worse than him, Ralph Ragnick. That's disgusting. This guy has only had 3 consecutive wins, twice apparently. Once with the in Europe and Premier League mix when he still had European football, and obviously the one where you said hold it. We know that one. Defensive issues, only 9 clean sheets in 63 games. Lord Jesus. 14.3%. This man has conceded 114 goals as manager while he's got 3 people at the back. Explain. 114 goals with 3 people at the back. Why are we defending them? Nonsense. Ruben's final words. Now this is the straw that broke the camel's back, in my opinion, because those stats were clearly not enough for these Ineos criminals to sack him. This guy says I came here to be a manager. When, bruh? They hired you as a coach. Why are you lying? You know, we need to put that meme of why the fuck you lying? Because you're lying. Why are you lying?
lying?
And then this guy is busy managing prestige. You know, people who won it in the league, staff for their teams. You're not in this company, chief. Are you high? But anyway, we move. Ineos, I haven't forgotten them, these criminals. Hiring Amorim. These guys hired a person mid-season, begged him, even though it was the middle of the season, and the guy said, let me finish these crackheads. These guys knew that this guy is married to this 3-4-3. Now they want him to change to 4-3-3 crackheads.
Thank you. At least I agree with that part.
Yeah, there's a lot in China. Look at all of this. These guys fired Dan Ashworth, who disagreed, by the way, with the hiring of Ruben. Omar Barada side eye. That guy needs to be fired alongside this guy today. Please, Donald Trump, pick him up as well. He's a terrorist, this Barada guy. He's a Trojan horse.
Thank you.
Bruh, just to sum it up, I want to go to how much these people spend, because these ones, how do you get rid of a bomb squad and the only thing you buy is forwards? These people got rid of the Ericssons of the world, didn't give them contracts. They got rid of everybody, but all we got was Matthias Cunha, Brian Mbuemo, Seshko, and Diego Leon Shem. We haven't seen him. And I didn't even know about this person. Who's this? Oh, Senna Lemon. Sorry, my bad. He's our new goalkeeper. This one who went out on loan. Chief, we don't even count you. So Ineos as well, the business. 1 game a week does not mean let's go down to bare bones as a squad. They should have planned better. They should have spent better. This was a waste of money.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm not agreeing with a lot of this. Okay.
They failed him. And also, to make it worse, did Ineos not know there's an AFCON this year? Were they surprised? Look at the people we bought that are going to AFCON. But they bought him no people. No midfield, no defense. Are these guys high?
Thank you. Thank you.
So I say all of this to say that I know you guys are going to say, hey, what about this? What about that? The fact is, I proved to you that Ruben deserved to be fired, number 1. We shouldn't feel sorry. Is that why are you firing him now? That's the problem. Because I showed you the stats. He should have been fired long ago. This whole thing of him being Moses leading us to the promised land, you guys made it up. He was never Moses. He was the false prophet. He was the one the Bible warns you about, to say that there'll be many who will come and say they are the Lord Jesus, but they are fake Jesus. It's not the right one. The fake one. That's Ruben. And you guys want us to feel sorry. No, Chief. What I'm sorry is that we've got people who don't know how to take decisions timely enough, who don't know how to plan summers, and don't know how to run a football club, clearly. That's the only thing I'm sorry about. But Ruben, no ways. I'm not sorry. And I end. That's it. That's my rant. And that's all I wanted to talk about.
Good presentation there. Hey, listen, what do you have to say about that, bro? I heard you agree with some of the points, yeah?
No, that part at the end, he was cooking. Like, I really, really agree with. I mean, I can't dispute some of the stats that he brought up. Like, I'm not, by the way, as I said at the beginning of the show, I'm not saying Ruben Amorim is a saint. I'm not saying he there's some crimes he didn't have in his hands. For sure, there was stuff he had to answer for. But we're not going to dwell on that. Let's pass the time to the next caller, bro. Work is calling soon. So
I wonder why we're not going to dwell on that. But anyway, okay, let's go to the next.
Shut up.
Anyway, yeah. Hey, Obs, what's going on, bro?
Big up, Obs.
Evening. Happy New Year, guys. Hope everyone is well. Yeah, it's honestly the first Monday back to work's been a bit tough, but God's timing is the best timing, and He gave us this glorious news to help us get through this Monday. I could not believe it. And then I had you guys on in the background while I was finishing work, and I heard Bots crying. I was wondering, why is Bots crying? Like, I'm kind of confused, because you were talking about you weren't sure when we were going to win a title again, and who's going to want to come to us. But did that just dawn on you just now? Bots?
No.
Because I'm very confused.
No, Obs. It's simple. We were starting to actually make incremental, inch by inch progress.
Progress. Wait there. Progress.
This season
again. Okay, so a draw against. Let's go through the last couple of fixtures. Draw against Leeds, Wolves, West Ham. We beat Newcastle. So don't forget that second half against Newcastle. Loss against 10-man Everton. Just explain the progress to me and all that.
Okay, I'll explain the progress to you. The context about those draws is what you gotta understand, Obs. The Africans are out there in Africa playing, and you know our team is better when they're here. You know, if we had gotten a midfield, just even one quality midfielder, we would have actually been a better team that can qualify in a European place. I'm not saying we're gonna be winning the title this season. No. Hear me right. I am just saying that there was a little bit of like an identity that we're starting to see, and now we pull the plug. Right now, why not wait till the end of the season and evaluate? Why not beg the manager right now instead of sack the manager? It's because the people upstairs were not doing their jobs. And the moment he called them out, the moment he put them on blast, then they decide to make an ego-based decision. It is, you know what? The type of like this is running a club like you're running a circus. You're running. It's just based on emotion. That's the thing that frustrates me the most. That's all I was responding to.
All right. Well, shout out to you, Bots, for still believing. But for me, when that Leeds game, I felt nothing. I was upset when the Wolves game, but that Leeds game, when they scored, I felt nothing. When we scored, it's just like this is just gonna continue. We're gonna be in purgatory until summer at the earliest. But Wilcox had other ideas. Wilcox saved us. Shout out to Wilcox. Shout out to Vivel for not being blinded. No. Listen, Bots. Bots, I'm being very civil with you. I'll let you talk. As I was saying, shout out to Jason Wilcox. Whoever gave him that promotion, give them a double bonus this January. It's bonus season coming up. Double that guy's bonus. Shout out to him. Shout out to Vivel for dropping in that group chat how simple another manager broke down how easy it is, how predictable we are. Shout out to them. Keep doing your job. It doesn't matter why he was sacked. All that matters is he was sacked. We got there in the end. We got this fraud out of here. Jason, you're a legend. You deserve double. You deserve double whatever you're getting. And we're gonna get top 4 this year. Top 4 charges or new manager bounce. We're gonna get that with Fletcher. And then the next person who comes in again, we're gonna get a double new manager bounce, guys. Be happy. Be happy. Top 4 is on. Liverpool are going to lose to Arsenal. Hopefully, Fulham do us a favour and we beat Burnley, and then we're 4th. So it's going to be a great couple of weeks, guys. Happy New Year.
Get him out of here, Joe. Get him out of here.
Right. I was gonna cut his time short, but he used it wisely. Let me just say this, yeah. One thing, yeah, we ain't getting top 4. We ain't getting no fucking top 4. Absolute crackhead behavior. As K Dot just said, yeah, absolute crackhead behavior. Because you know what, yeah, if it's one thing I have to say that I really, really disagree with, disruption in the middle of the fucking season is stupid. Yeah, it's the only thing that I think I can hear from any of you Amorim inners right now. Yeah, is because I just think it's dumb to keep firing people around this time in the season. Yeah, back it or don't back it. Decide before the season begins, you dickhead. Stop doing this. Yeah. Don't say I'm gonna back him and then halfway through the season you go, you know what, he's an idiot. I don't back him anymore. Yeah, what kind of dumb shit is this? Yeah, stay to your guns. Yeah, stick to what you believe in. Yeah, I would respect you more if you went, nah, you man are moving mad. Let's just everybody calm down. He's in a decent position. This is the guy that we believe in, and we're gonna keep on backing him and giving something to go into the fucking January transfer window to come out with something good. But no. Here's what it is, isn't it? Fuck it. He's gone now. So, oh well.
But as much as Obbs was yapping, the double manager bounce is like, okay, maybe that might happen. I don't know. Shut up. All right. Next caller, please. And then I gotta run to work, and you'll have no fear, ladies and gentlemen.
Bali Tech is here.
And it's a brand new year. Let's go, Bali Tech.
Yeah,
what's good, people? Happy New Year to everybody in the Ross Clark chat. What's going on?
Yes, what's good? I hope you're having a good year, bro. I hope you're having a good year so far, and I hope this year brings you good things.
Yeah, I hope so too. For you, for bots, for everyone in the chat as well. Onwards and upwards. But yeah, Man United. Where do we start? First of all, they sacked a manager that they knew if they brought him in, they would have to put significant resources behind him. The first signing they decided to give him was Dorgu after getting rid of the likes of Rashford, Sancho, and Anthony. Yeah. So you get rid of all of these attackers, you significantly weaken the attack, and then you give him Dorgu and you say, yeah, get top 4 with that. Yeah. So all the man them who think they're cooking with all this Amorim's this and Amorim's that, all right, say no more. Yeah. This club did not back this manager. Facts. Yeah. But cool. We got rid of him. He's gone. But now we've hated on a man so much. We hate this man so much. Now we've got another season here where we're supposed to get top 4 in to get back into Europe. And now it's a write-off again. We've got an interim manager that has never cut his teeth at this level before. Fair enough. He's doing bits in the under-18s. I won't lie. The football is saucy. However, when you're going up against Pep Guardiola, Mikel Arteta, and all of these men that have been doing it, it's peak for you. Yes. So I say that to say this. Now we've wrote off another season. Is everybody happy now? Another season of mediocrity. Yeah. And at the end of the day, yeah, the people who I'm most annoyed with are the people that madam are saying need a raise for sacking Amorim. They're saying they're saying they need raises. These are brothers that since they've been in charge, no manager has seen out the season. So now we're on the brink of the second write-off season. The second write-off season. So are you, man, going to now look forward to brothers coming in and struggling to get points against seasoned managers? So as far as I'm concerned, you knew that you had to back this man if you bring him in. You refused to back him. Cool, you sacked him, but now you don't have a backup plan. Now I'm hearing all this talks about bringing Xavi. Broski, I've researched his football. Yeah. Not only have I researched his football, but he got sacked from Barcelona not because he was failing, because he done what Amorim did, calling out the board for the broken promises. And now we got all this fan base screaming, yeah, bring in Xavi. Bro, he's gonna go out the same way Ruben did. Yeah. In the morning, smiling. Yeah. After he picks up his 12 mil or whatever he's gonna pick up after the fact.
That's damning, bro. Does everybody just feel the same way? So do you know what the funny thing is? What I'm starting to hear from the fan base, or at least this community, is that we are. I need that sound effect now. I'm gonna have to go download it in a minute. Yeah, we're fucked. Yeah, because you know what? It's just gonna be the same thing over and over again, the same merry-go-round, the same bullshit over and over again. And you know what? Until he said it, I didn't realize. Yeah, this structure hasn't had a manager see out a season since they've been here. They haven't had a manager see out a season since they've been here. That's mad. And this was their guy.
Yeah.
This was their guy. They were so adamant that it was their guy. They went in the middle of a season and went and got him. And they couldn't even let him do one full season. That's mad. It is what it is, isn't it? Yeah, we're gonna be under this incompetence for a while, bro. So this is the funny thing, innit? Yeah. Let's just say it. Wajid was right, bro. Just say it. Just say Wajid was right, bro. Wajid was right. He was screaming about Ineos and their incompetencies from the beginning. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Stephanie, I'm sorry. I can't even read that. Yeah, I don't want to read it. About no. Get off the screen.
They make Richard Arnold look like he knew what he was doing, says Vegeta, you know.
Let's bring in the next caller. The great one's here. The great one has arrived. The final boss. What's going on, bro?
Yo, bro. Big up, Joe. Big up, bots. Can you hear me?
Happy New Year, great one, bro.
Happy New Year. It's been a minute.
I know you don't call into our show no more. It's like we've done something to you, bro.
Nah. It's the timing, innit? I'm normal at work. That's why. But I'm always listening in. Now, listen.
It's good to have you on the show, though, bro. How are you feeling today about this news?
Bruv, I'm fuming. I'm not gonna lie. Let me say this, right? Obviously, Balitech has taken my flow, everything, fam. You get me? I big up SLD as well. Big up SLD. Let me say this.
Yes,
obviously, Bots is gone now. Let me say this, right? My point, basically, Balitech said. So I have different texts now because obviously Balitech said everything I wanted to say. I have different texts now. Let's talk about Ineos. Ineos have been in charge of Nice for 7 years or so. Do you know which position Nice is right now in a Farmers League?
I don't even want to know.
They are 14th, bro. They are battling relegation, bro.
You're lying.
So no, I'm not lying. They are 14th. You can check it right now in a Farmers League, fam. You get me? They are battling relegation, fam. That's the team Sajima has been owning, and he still owns it right now. You get me? Let's talk about man like Shobato Carlos, bruv. Let's talk about that bum. How many managers has he survived? He's posting on Instagram. Oh, Amorim. Thanks, boss. Thanks. Well, shut up, bro. How many managers have you said thank you, boss, bro? How many Instagram posts have you posted, you waste man, fam? Since 2015, bro. You were playing with Vidic and Ferdinand, bro. How are you still here? You played with Wayne Rooney and Van Persie. You played with Martial. You have played with Sesko, you bum. And then the man them are crushing it on Amorim. You get me? Like Xavi is going to play this bum as well. You get me? He's going to play this guy as well. And everyone will after like 5 months, you get me? Like, what's his face? Wrap-up will come. Xavi gone. Get rid of Xavi, bro. You get me? I have a post here right now. I'm seeing a post right now on X, right? Gary Neville advising Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to play a back three and put Dalot and Luke Shaw at wing back. He was advising Ole to play back three. He sat next to Rooney and Scholes, and he's like, "This is my advice to Ole: play a back three. You waste, man. Now you're telling the United way is not to play back three, fam." Yes, obviously the man them will look at the win record. Look, we lost to Grimsby. We did all this. You get me? I'm looking at the bigger picture. I've been on the negative. I've been where Pav and this man them are, where the manager out there. You get me? Like with Ten Hag and Ole. I was there. You remember? I was very negative. You get me?
Of course.
But every time, people don't look at the bigger picture. With Jose, we thought Jose is the worst guy to happen to United. When he was sacked, we were like, get rid of this guy, bro. He's playing McTominay as center, but get rid of this guy, this bum, Ralph Ragnick. I liked Ragnick, but look at the win record. He can't win games. The professor, you get me? What did they say? The Klopp's godfather or something. Then Ten Hag.
Yes, he was a guy who invented the gegenpress, is what
exactly,
they said.
the gegenpress master. And then bro, I don't even want to hear from Vegeta, bro. If you have something to tell me, I don't have time for you, fam. You get me? Ten Hag.
That is very disrespectful for no reason.
Oh, sorry. I thought you brought him. I thought you brought him to fight me, or something. Like, if you're
no, bro.
I thought you brought him to fight me.
What did I do?
It's come. Then Ten Hag, get rid of this ball fraud. It will never end, fam. It will never end, fam. You get me? It will never end. It will always be the same thing, fam. I'm sorry, Vegeta. I thought Vegeta was coming in.
That was violent, bro.
I was backing you up, bro. What you were saying? This is crazy.
My network is gone.
It's okay. We can hear you though, great one. We can hear you if you can.
You can hear me. Yeah, I think my network cut out. Oh, I'm sorry, Vegeta. I thought you were coming for me, but right now, you get me. I'm pissed off right now. I know the man them are happy. The man is gone. I was happy when Ten Hag is gone. I told Joe Blackman to hold that, bro. I was like, Amorim is coming in. He's going to go. And Joe Blackman was like, "Are you sure this is going to happen?" And I was like, "Shut up, bro. This bold front." And look where we are, fam. And the man them people just forget. People forget, and that's what
you know. What? No, hold on. Before you leave, yeah, I'm not gonna say hold that and all that kind of corn, yeah, because you know what I want to say. I'm disappointed in us being this kind of club that's continuing to sack managers and not follow through with anything that they believe in, yeah. But looking back on his time now, can you really honestly say it was better than Ten Hag's with all that corn that you've given me?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I have to be honest. Obviously, I thought it would get better, and I believed it would get better. But it was not better, like factually. Ten Hag won a trophy, 2 trophies, finishing a Champions League place. Like, I would be lying if I say it was better. You get me? But when Ten Hag got sacked, we thought he's the worst guy. Like, this is the thing. We forget those last weeks of every manager. With Ole, we thought the same thing. With Mourinho, we thought the same thing. With Ten Hag, we thought Amorim right now. That's how we think. What's the difference with Xavi? And I saw somebody say he wants Glasner, bro. A back 3 manager, bro. What? Bro, listen, I'm done.
It is what it is, bro. Listen, this is the thing, though. But maybe that's what Manchester United want to do now. Maybe they want to do a back 3 thing, innit? Maybe that's what they're trying to aim for. Is that what we're designing? Is that where they're going? I don't know.
The news I've been hearing is that the only person who seems to be in this sort of thinking is the guy who was at Barcelona and was at City. Everybody else says, yo, fam, this is the Premier League and this is United. These guys don't do this. The CEO is pulling in this direction. That's why I'm like, bro, sometimes, and this is where I put on my tinfoil hat, this guy is a Trojan horse sent to us by City. I swear to God. He is sabotaging us from the inside out, bro.
No tinfoil hat. It's all right. Don't worry about it. No, okay, let's bring in the next caller. You know what? Coley was waiting to come in for a while. Coley was scoring, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a little bit of echo.
Is it echo?
Yeah, just
when I speak.
What, is it still happening?
Yeah.
Hello.
1 sec, let me just check my audio sounds. Is that better?
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, that's better, yeah? Yeah.
Do you want to just talk?
All right, cool. There's been some nasty work. You just unmute me. Mute me.
No,
I
accident,
said
accident.
there's been some nasty work from people on this channel. I'm not gonna lie. Joe, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, Joe. You're seeing the bigger picture, seeing certain things that need to be talked about. It's not about Amorim. He was the fool guy. He was the fool guy brought in mid-season. And I'm not even gonna go on my "I told you so" rhetoric because everyone's trying to do that. But I find it funny how people started their call saying they're not gonna cry about Amorim and then proceeded to cry about the certain games that Amorim lost for them and the points that he dropped. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, what are people? What do people want? I asked this question 2 years ago when we had Ten Hag. I asked the question when we was about to sack him. I asked people, what do you want? What do you expect? People said things like top 6, top 4, Europe. We're on track. And then we decided to do Chelsea things. We're literally moving like Chelsea right now.
This is why I really don't understand the timing of everything. If I'm being honest, it's the timing that really pisses me off. Yeah.
The timing is self-explanatory. You've already exposed that part. It's because he needed money, and it got to crunch time, and they were like, "No, we're not on that. It's cheaper for us to replace you." But this is it's well documented. It's out there. Liverpool interviewed Amorim before we did, maybe about a year before we did, and he sat down with them in his interview and he laid out a plan that was going to cost around about 600 mil. And they said, "Thanks, but no thanks. It's too expensive." That is out there for anyone to Google. So for us to get to this point, you brought him in mid-season. You knew before, and if you didn't know, then I'm sorry, but before any Luke Shaw, before any manager, why the fuck are these people on the payroll? This is why I was saying when they took Fergie off the payroll, 2-3 mil. Do you think I give a bollocks about 2-3 mil? You lot are stealing a wage, and I don't see no fruits of the expenditure. None. I don't see it. Like, I don't see it. As far as an INEOS, a board of directors, a director of football, a CEO, all of them bullshit titles, all of these people that have been thrown into the process, and the process has been made to expand. All it's really done is distracting us. It's driving us away from the fact that the problem here is, unfortunately, you need to go in your pockets and you need to go and buy good players. That's what needs to happen. Because all of these things, all of these buzzwords that people keep using, like, oh, buying players for the system, not the manager. Bro, that's always been the way. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, you're saying things that are true, but they're inherently true. If you bought a good player will be versatile. A good player will be a good player for the club, irrespective
of who's managing.
That is a qualifying trait of a good player. Otherwise, you're talking about a player on his day or in a system or whatever the fucking nuance is. But yeah, shout out to people like Pav, bro. Like, people that are saying, oh, let's carousel managers and let's keep sacking them and keep getting a new one in until it works. Who's that worked for? That's the biggest thing that's pissed me off about this fan base. When anyone's like, the results are they're explanatory. The team, the squad depth is self-explanatory. You don't have to look at it and be a genius or a scholar to know we're weak for who we are. Yeah. But all in all, when it comes down to looking at who's dominated and how they've gone about it, no one's managed to do it in the Premier League by just switching out managers. Chelsea have come the closest and nothing's worked out for them for time. So why has everyone been so quick to go down this free fall? And they think it's going to work for us when it never worked. But by the way, never been the way we've got it done. Never been the way we've got it done. Anytime we've had dominance, it's been with a long-term project.
Right, let me ask you this question though, quickly, sorry, yeah? Let me just mute you up while I ask the question because I'm getting reverb, yeah? But look, the question that I'm going to ask you is, yeah? Was you happy then to stay with this manager till the end of the season, or until he got it right? Is that what you're saying?
Bro, my thing is, yeah, it was the same. It was my response would be the same as it was when we was looking at sacking Ten Hag at the time. You don't do it now. It's not gonna it's not gonna be good for us if you do it now. It's like the way they've been handling the players. Like to coming out in the media and saying someone don't train properly. This was my whole problem with Sancho. That doesn't do anything for us as a team. You've devalued our asset, you dickheads. Like, that's all you've done. That's all you fucking done. Because you could have kept it to yourself, put him in fucking with the youth the whole time. Do you know what I mean? The only way people would have found out is unsolicited and unofficial leaks. But instead, you lot do this stuff that actually gets in our own way. And then we have to hear about it when it comes up to transfer window. And that's the real pattern I'm seeing. That's the real pattern I'm seeing. Last transfer, oh, we're broke, man. We're broke. Yeah, we gotta sell people to buy. Like, you lot get ready to lose Garnacho and Kobe at the time when these lot are doing well for us. Because really and truly, that means that they don't have to go in their fucking pocket. Meanwhile, we're watching Newcastle scrambling at the bit to be able to spend their own money. We got fucking City doing it left, right, and center. We got Chelsea, you've never even heard of FFP. Like, no one else is being run this tight-fistedly, but we're all scratching our heads wondering why there's no fruits. Like, it's all being done on a budget. And they can do it because at the end of the day, we're that big. The stadium sells out every week regardless of what position we're in. The fucking shirts sell all over the world regardless of what position we're in. So actually, all of this 100 mil for fucking Europe, that kind of money comes with expectation. None of us have a clue what that real figure is when it comes down to like the club income and where it comes from. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So as long as that money rolls in, there's less scrutiny on that money, and therefore when dividends time comes, people are getting just as fat checks, if not bigger. Who gives a fuck where we finish? Still Man United.
Hey, listen, you know what, Coley, big up. Hey, great call. Do you know what, yeah? He gives you a lot of food for thought. I didn't want to interrupt him really because I was getting feedback, yeah? But you know what?
Same. Oh, I'm getting feedback.
Look, I'm not. I can hear everything. I can hear everything just fine right now. No feedback for me. No feedback for me. But you know what? He gives me a lot of food for thought when he speaks about the position that we've left ourselves in as a club. You know, it's dark days when we know that it's not going to get any better. Bots did touch on this earlier as well, that, you know, nothing is going to get better in the way that we're leading this club, with the way that the people who are leading this club is leading this club. It's coming down to a thing where we're just going to hope they get it right. I don't want to be that club that's always sacking and just hoping, sacking and hoping, yeah. And then when we land on the right manager, and the thing is, the way that we're structured right now as well, that's another thing that pisses me off, because are we going to be able to get a good manager with the structure that we have, telling that the head coach is not the manager? Do you know what I mean? Even the likes of Thomas Tuchel turned us down. I wonder why.
To be honest, Joe, I don't think it's the title of this person. It's the planning behind it. Because remember, in my presentation, I said we at the time we said they backed Ruben when they got rid of the bomb squad. But the problem with that strategy was they didn't have a plan for filling in the gaps in other positions. They're very narrow-minded in their approach, because even with the manager thing, why are you keeping Ten Hag only to fire him 10 games in? Why are you keeping Ruben just to fire him? Not even when it's the worst time. There's been plenty of opportunities where had you fired the guy, we would have not understood, but it would have made practical sense that, okay, this
it would have made more sense. It would have made more sense.
So their decision making has nothing to do with football. It has everything to do with business and themselves. Because these guys were happy with Ruben last week to say 3 years, 3 years, 3 years. Ruben calls them out for not spending money and he's fired. It just sounds fundamentally like, oh, okay, you called us out on our nonsense, we're firing you. It's not a footballing decision, Joe, and that's the problem. We're not making footballing decisions.
I know.
We want footballing people and not making footballing decisions. That's scarier to me. And I think that's what makes them
footballing people, though.
That's what everybody said to me, Joe, when we got Omar.
one person who said anything, they fired him. Yeah, Dan Ashworth fired. Yeah.
Yeah. Because think about this, bro. I didn't know anything about Omar, about Wilcox. You know why? I'm a fan. But when these guys pulled up to our club, all of a sudden we know everything about them and they're supposedly footballing people. These guys are making the accountants we fired look competent, bro. If the financial guys knew what they were doing, we are in trouble. Is all I'm saying.
At least they bought world-class players. All I'm saying. But anyway, I'm just gonna go move on to the next caller. Hey, Beans, what go on?
Sanbonani, oh. Hellos. Where do I even start, dude?
Sorry. I know you've been waiting a long time as well, so thank you for waiting.
Hey, man. Of course, I understand. It's a valid crash out on everyone's end. I'm not even gonna act like I waited long. I feel like I waited too short because everyone had a valid thing to say. I'm gonna come from a place of betrayal. I'm not gonna act like I was one of the people that believed that Ineos was always gonna fail us. Right? I know what I've said in the mains. I remember what I said on your channel, even, and you were like, "You even back these man." And then I remember there was the soundboards, and I was like, dude, I felt like it was all of that Akira meme. Everything was wrong, man. But for me, how do I say? I'm coming at it from two angles, right? I'm gonna slightly disagree with what Kole said though, before we even get in there, right? In terms of the whole, correct me if I'm wrong, but the market value of players, calling them out, right? If we didn't call these guys out and their performances were bad, how do we know a Jaden Sancho, Garnacho, not a Rash, because I don't think Rash would have been the type of player to hate on Man United, but these two types of players, right? Let's look specifically at these two players. How do we know that these guys wouldn't have said, "Oh, this manager actually he does the 1-2-1-2 on us," when it's completely false? Like, at some point, I can understand when a manager actually comes out and says, "Hey, listen, before this guy decides to do his rara like he's doing in the dressing room, here's the account on everything he's doing, game by game. This guy's not working hard. He's coming late to training. This guy's not working hard. This guy is out here busy slacking off. This guy has a bad diet. This guy's coming in on an off season 5 kgs heavier, bruh. Like, you see, this guy's called the client. This guy's you know what I mean? Like, at some point, you're gonna have to tell the world what this man is doing if people are being genuine waste men.
Let me tell you, let me put it this way, bro. If you've got a car and it's making noises, bro, and you happen to know the issue, you are gonna try your darn best to hide those issues, if you understand it, because it puts you in a weaker negotiating position when you're trying to sell the car to somebody else. If you disclose that, and I know it's not ethical, but you are just trying to make as much money as possible. It does you no favors if the official channels say Sancho rolls up at 10 a.m. Then why are we buying an asset that's going to be our problem? It's your problem.
My counter.
Okay,
no,
continue.
Continue.
Let me just conclude, right?
Sorry.
You have to look at it from a negotiating perspective. You always want to be the strongest person in the room. If you've got a problematic player that everybody knows about, you are paying 400, who knows how many bags a week. Everything starts to look, it's like against you because you're the one who wants to get rid of him to save money, to get rid of a headache. Other people must inherit a headache and still give you whatever you're asking for. It's never going to work in the real world. It's not realistic. It's not their problem. They don't have him yet. You get it?
Here's my counter to you, right? Instead of looking at it as our personal product, right? Let's look at it as a shared product, right? Let's look at it like Formula One. In Formula One, many teams use Mercedes parts, right?
Yeah.
Let's say that Merc messed up with the designs for the next engine block. Yeah. Now, everyone is out here saying, guys, am I the only one noticing that this engine block is out here running like it's a V2 instead of a V12? Why am I the only one seeing that this fine's happening here? Now, imagine if it was just like, let's say, a low placing team. Like, let's say if Williams was the only one complaining and everyone else was fine. then we'd be looking at it like, dude, these guys are making excuses. But if McLaren, Ferrari, all these other Ferrari doesn't, but all the big guys were starting to say, hey, I see a problem, what's going on here, and it's not just one person saying it, then it's rightful, it makes sense why people would complain, right?
But
and of course there would be other options.
In your example, Mercedes is the one doing the self-snitching, not the small team. And what that
No,
does
I'm
is that
saying-
it devalues the Mercedes product, and then everybody else doesn't want to use it.
I'm saying the other teams that are using it are complaining. Like the
No, but
reason
what
why
I'm
I'm
saying is
using
it's not other. You said these things are based on Mercedes, right? If Mercedes does the self-snitching, because in this case we are the seller, it's our thing, it's our product. It devalues us because everybody goes, "Oh, cool, we're not using you then." What's the point? Mercedes is never going to do that. They're not going to sabotage themselves.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think where there might be a disconnect between what I'm saying, maybe let me find a better way to actually communicate this. I think
You're trying to make this very ethical is the problem, and it's never going to be in the business world.
Yeah, of course. We can never think of it as an ethical thing. I'm thinking of it as there are many of the same product in this world, especially when it comes to players. We're not going to find a 1 in a million Sancho. We're not going to find a 1 in a million, what is it called? Garnacho. Like, we're already seeing these players like Garnacho out there. We're like, in my opinion, Cunha is like a Garnacho, just a little bit older. But there's only a few 1 in a million type players like a Ronaldo and a Messi and those types of players where we'd be like, snap. If we complain about him, we know that there's another team that's going to benefit from them completely, right?
Not a chance, bro. You would rather they find out the problems before you meet the sale. Because you know what makes it bad when we buy other players? Like, for instance, Mason Mount. You pay 60, he's your player, he gets injured. Chelsea is not going to go out of their way to say, hey, by the way, you're buying an injured player. Why? Because you are going to negotiate it down to say, hang on, we are taking on a risk. So to make this risk adverse, we have to pay less. Is what I'm trying to say. You as the club should never snitch on yourselves, bro. Because when you walk into the negotiation room, people are going to be like, yo, your product is defective. We are doing you a favor. So you have to give us a price that we are happy with. That's why other teams can get away with selling stuff for 100 million when they very know, well, that thing's worth 50.
Chelsea.
But now,
as much as
okay.
hate them, yeah, they get away with murder. They sell their players for about the same price that they buy them for, even when they're shit. Yeah, they do. It's true. Chelsea listen. We're criminals from buying from them as well. You get what I'm saying? We bought a knowingly defective product from them in the likes of Mason Mount, yeah, but we still paid top dollar for him. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Look at that.
But here's the thing, right? In terms of the buying side, if people see that, oh, we're not capable of even keeping player, all of that would be completely bad on our end. If we are, how do I say, if we're seen as being the ones that mishandle the product, that's a problem, right? But then let's look at it on the player's point of view now. Like, now people don't even see Chelsea as the graveyard a team where people come in to die, because if we actually were to look at it carefully, they are, right? But if they themselves, hold on. Let me just slow down a little. Chelsea, the reason why people don't see them as the graveyard, unless you actually were to do a sit down and actually check the stats, is because the players themselves, in comparison to in comparison to Manchester United, we don't hear much backlash. It's mostly quiet. Sometimes you only find like a finite amount of players that actually complain, or the managers would complain. Overall, you don't actually get it because there's a lot more players coming in, and then since we have a happy-go-lucky team, the harmony is amazing. We have Mount, we have Zia, everything is fine. We get Mount, we complain. It's like, was Mount always like this? We hear some rumors after. Oh, Mount was always this type of player. He was always injury prone. Oh, Zia just never fit in different teams. Oh, we're finding this, and that. Sometimes it's good to have an account on if a player is actually just bad.
But it should never be the responsibility of the parent club to do that.
No, I see what you're doing here. You know, I see what you're doing here. You're giving him bare SA tax, yeah? Bare South Africa tax. He's been talking for time.
It's your show, bro. My
Book
bad.
him
It wasn't
for
me.
time.
It
You
wasn't me
don't
taking.
respect the clock, bro. Beans.
My
Yeah.
apology.
You don't respect the clock, bro. Yeah. If you don't want to
Unlike
be
bots, I won't gaslight
respect
you, bro.
the clock,
I didn't
man.
respect the clock, bro.
What
My
is
bad,
this?
bro.
No
My bad,
respect
bro.
here, bro. Yeah. Bare
The
SA
thing
tag.
is, I was feeling sorry for him because I just feel like he was ensnaring himself because I just don't think you sell something and then you tell people, hey, look, by the way, it's broken, but we still 160. It doesn't make sense to me.
You can't do that. You can't do that. I've always said that we can't undervalue our players while they're here as well. Do you know what I mean? Like likes of Xerxes and people like this. We cuss out our own players so much while they're with us, and then we regret when they're gone. People was talking to me the other day about McFred. Yeah, I'm like, well, look at that now. Please don't talk to me about where people was cussing them out when they were here. Do you know what I mean? But it is what it is. Let's bring in the last call of the day. Kenny's here. Kenny can land the plane and bring us home. Can you bring us home, Kenny? What's going on, bro?
Shout out Kenny, by the
What's going on? What's up, Vigita? Vigita kept me waiting in the lobby, bro. Talking to
Joe's
brother
in control, bro. Why are you making it seem like
you was chit chatting, bro. I
Oh,
was the one.
you mean the extended time? My bad. Yeah, that's me. That's
Exactly.
on me.
You kept on going. Two things can be right, Vigita. Host the show, bro. Let the man go.
My bad, Kenny, man. How you doing, bro? Compliments, by the way.
Compliments of the seasons. I'm
New Year's.
just shocked. I'm doing good personally, but I'm just shocked with what's happening to our club. You know, I'm like the timing for sacking this dude is totally wrong. You know,
okay.
You're firing a manager, bro. We had expectations for this season. There's no way you can fire a manager.
One second. Is it me? Hold on, Fujita. Can you hear him properly?
No, the chat is also saying the same.
What's wrong with mine?
Okay, it's not me.
It was like crackling a bit. It was crackling a bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Then I can't fix that, guys. Please do so. Okay.
All right, no problem. Do you know what, Eddie? I saw you in the background as well. I'm sorry we took too long, bro. Do you want to jump in quickly and say a good Happy New Year's if you're about, bro? I hope you enjoyed the show while you was here. I'm gonna wait for a little minute and see if Kenny comes back. But do you know what?
While we wait for Kenny, I think Donald had something to
Antonio, hold on.
Oh, there's Antonio. Yeah.
Antonio. Shit.
What's up? Can you guys hear
Still
me?
here, son?
Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah. Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year,
Happy New Year, man. Sorry for the wait as well.
Nah, I don't mind. I like listening to what people have to think. Like everyone had like valid points. For me, it's mostly Enyas, but yeah, I think like people are not realizing what's happening right now. Well, some people are. Some people just I feel like they live in their own worlds, but everyone's a different fan. But I said last year that the worst like mistake Amorim made was coming in halfway through the season. At that point, I was just looking at it as like you're gonna come in with a new system, you're gonna lose a lot of games, and by like this time next year, the fans will want you out. Because I know United fans, they don't forget the past, and I know like this shouldn't. But like, let's say this was his first season, and everything you've seen so far now, do you give him a second season?
I don't like that argument though.
No. I'm just asking.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Yeah, I wouldn't have gave him a second season after the first season, right? But because he's already in the job for the second season, yeah. And do you know what the funny thing is? I didn't believe that he should have got the job halfway through last season. Yeah.
Okay.
It's almost season like
yeah,
a brand wash. Like
because I'm not asking that because I'm backing him. Is there an echo with you guys too? There's no echo. Okay, no, it's better. There's no echo anymore. Yeah, there's no echo anymore. Yeah, I'm not asking that because I'm backing him. I'm asking that because I feel like Ineos made a huge mistakes. Because what they did is like they put him in a lost like situation where it was never going to work out, in my opinion. But I wanted to give him a chance to see if he can prove me wrong. That's why I give him till the end of the season this year. And I also said like I'll give Ineos 3 years to see what they can do. I think it's like year number 2 now. It's not going good for me. Like they're making too many mistakes, and like they're putting people like where Amber was a fall guy for them. They're like the main reason why we are here right now. You know, bringing a manager with a new
No, but they keep
system,
having fall
you don't
guys
back
though.
him.
That's what I don't like. Don't you think they keep having fall guys?
Yeah, they
Kev
keep having fall guys, and we keep like
season.
fighting
Now,
against each other.
now,
And like,
now this guy's their fall guy.
yeah, like, and the fan base keep fighting each other and like not really like focusing on Aeneas. Where like they're the guys making the decision. They're the guy that decided to bring this guy in. Where it would never make any sense unless you're gonna back him. So like I know he was losing a lot of game last year, but like I expected it. Like I didn't
I
expect
didn't.
anything less. I did because like how you come to a back through with the players we had, it was never
Three
going to
points
work
in
out.
5 months, guys, is a little bit
It was
ridiculous.
never going to work out, in
I
my
thought,
opinion.
3 points in
after
5
what they
months.
went through last, yeah, but after what they went through last season, I thought they were happy to stick with him till the end of this season at least.
Nope.
I honestly thought that's what was going to happen. Yeah,
No, but
I
Joe,
actually
the problem,
saying
the,
that he was going to finish the season with more losses than wins.
the problem I have with the whole last season thing is that level of losing, even if the whole mid-season thing is it's wild, guys. That guy didn't have 3 points for 5 months. That's unprecedented. That's not normal. I feel like we're making it
It's,
seem like that's a normal thing. It's
no,
not.
I'm making it seem like it's a dumb decision to make. You can't run into a fire and not expect to get burned. Like
I feel
you're
like
gonna,
even if you
you know
make
what I'm saying?
changes
Like
midway,
you're gonna get burned in the fire if you're running in the fire.
no, but guys, we've seen lower teams make changes in the middle of the month, and it doesn't take them 5 months to win one game, bro. 5 months. Ruben
Yo, why?
abandoned the
Why?
league
No,
to try and win the Europa.
I've been quiet, but I'm just appalled. I'm shocked at you all of how much you actually know Ineos, because you guys are not realizing they took over Nice in 2019, and ever since then they've gone through 6 managers. They are habitual of changing managers in 6 months. They let Patrick Vieira go. They had Adrian Ursi, some name, weird name like that, take over, sacked him in 6 months. They've sacked people in 6 months, 1 year. So now they're actually behaving themselves right now, where they're allowing a manager see at least a season out or maybe some time out. Ineos are bad. I was telling Bots back then that Ineos are bad, but he was telling me, look at the signings they're making though. I was like, what signings? How are they good? That doesn't do anything for him. But he wasn't listening because people don't want to listen. They want to look at what is in front of them and they're expecting or hoping for them to do good. The same way when you ask any guy who's backing Amorim, what has he done? Oh, remember that game? Or remember, but overall, it's just been shit,
Wait,
bro.
the thing with that, I get it. Like you already have your mind made, but like everyone deserves a chance though. Like it feels like before Ineos even came here, you made up your mind on like how good or how bad they are. That's
Now
why I said I'll give.
that's
No, no,
your
Ronald,
assumption.
this is my
That's
time
your
real quick.
No,
assumption,
yeah, yeah.
You had your
Tonio.
time. Yeah, yeah,
Tonio,
you had your
that's
time earlier. You had
Tonio.
time
You
earlier.
and I, we have had this back and forth. That's your
Yeah, but
assumption. With this,
thank
Come on,
you.
Antonio, finish.
But yeah, that's why I said I'll give Ineos like 3 years. So like right now they're in year two. It's not going well. That's why I said I give Amorim until the end of the season. Not because I backed him, because I feel like they put him in a spot where he was never going to succeed, in my opinion. I know you said like it took him 5 months to win, but like it was gonna be like that. Like the team was struggling before he even got there, and then it made it worse because they had to go to the system that none of them were used to. None of them could play. Like the whole thing was like a mess. It didn't make sense to me then. It doesn't make sense to me now why they fired him right now. It's not a financial decision why they fired him. If you're thinking
No,
that, then you're just lying
no,
to yourself. They would
it's
have
not.
waited until the end of the season to fire him. It was a financial decision. They just did it because he like came out and spoke out against them. They didn't like that. If it was
I
up to
agree.
them, they would have kept
I
him in
agree with
until
that.
the end of the season to fire him. That would
Yeah, they
save
fired him
them
to
more
check him.
money. Yeah. So like right now we're just like we're fucked. I don't know if people understand this. We're fucked. I guess the only thing they're learning is like don't bring in a manager midway through, because it affects the way people think about a manager. It affects the way like the manager gets time. So that's why they're saying like we'll put an interim manager in now and then get like a real manager in at the end of the season. So I guess they did learn from
No,
that.
bro. They might. What
That's
if they still put an interim manager in and then still hire someone? Because that's what they did with. That's what they did with Amram. You remember? We had Rude, and then they hired Amram. You know what I mean? So if they hire someone after 2 or 3 games, because
yeah,
that's
but
what's reported. That's what
that
doctors
time
say.
though they came out and said they were going to do that. Now they're saying they're not. So I hopefully they actually keep their word, but I don't even know anymore.
Oh,
No.
doctor said earlier that they were thinking about after 2 3 games to hire someone.
Yeah, but she corrected herself because they said Fletcher would be in until June. She did.
Okay, they said that, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
Oh
take
wait,
it back then.
I thought they
But you
said
know,
Fletcher will be in for 2 games. Then they're gonna hire like an interim. Then they're gonna hire a real manager.
No, Fletcher is the interim.
Huh? Wait. What's his name said otherwise? Fabricio and all them. I saw the video earlier today.
I'll double check, but I'm
Yeah, you
pretty
gotta double
sure.
check that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Now you
so
guys can continue.
now yeah, that's all I had to say. Like we're just Ineos fucked us, and like some people are realizing it, but I feel like people are blaming Amorim too much. Which you shouldn't feel bad for him because he got himself sacked.
you know what?
He's
You
happy.
know what? I'm gonna ask you this, Antonio, before you go. It's not even that I'm blaming Amram, yeah. I hope you don't think I'm blaming Amram, yeah. It's just that I just don't understand the one, the timing of the sacking, because I don't agree with this. Ever since what happened to Ten Hag, I'm not for this sacking around Christmas time thing, yeah. And secondly, why is people upset now? They should have been upset before. Do you get what I'm saying? He's actually doing better than he was doing before, and now he's getting sacked. That's the only thing is because it's not based on performances. That's why I don't agree with the sacking.
Yeah, it was just like an ego thing. They're running the club with ego right now. The same thing that with Ashworth, where he said he didn't like Amorim. The same thing they're doing right now because like they want their. It seems like the footballing people are ran by ego instead of football decisions right now. That's what I'm seeing.
Do you know what? I need to look at this whole if he's going to be after 2 games thing because people are saying that.
Yeah, I also need to do some research, bro, because Fab.
But that would be interesting to find out. Hey, big up yourself, Antonio.
Big up.
Thank you. You know what? Yeah, we have to go and check this if he's in for 2 games or if he's end the season thing. But you know what? I hope he's into the end of the season because I don't want to see this whole bringing someone else midway through the season and see if he does better. Nah, don't do it because we're gonna make judgments
Yeah,
of this.
it's gonna be all over the place,
This
bro.
team. And imagine
But you know what, though?
with this team, yeah. If they're bringing a 4-3-3 manager with this team, then you're gonna be like, oh my god, give him more time because he doesn't know how to use this team and buy him a whole other team next season. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, but you know, as closing words, I just want to say this. I feel like the one thing United fans, which is what I was trying to show with my presentation, you guys struggle with the idea that both the manager and Ineos contributed to this whole mess because I still don't accept that it's fundamentally okay to drop as many points as Ruben did in his first season just because he came in mid-season. It's not new to us. A lot of teams, there's plenty of evidence of people making that decision. It's about timing, it's about planning, and that's the problem. A lot of the decisions, when you look at them in hindsight, they lack a lot of foresight, in my opinion, because you can sack Ruben as long as you've got a plan and you know when to execute it. There's nothing wrong with having a plan B, C, or D. But the problem is that Ineos has plan A, and then they don't know what must happen after that. That's why they've got this interim nonsense, and they are still looking for a guy. They never had a plan. This is a personal firing. So yes, both of these things can exist in the same atmosphere. I don't think one is more right or wrong than the other thing. That's just all I was trying to
Bro, it feels exactly like the Ten Hag sacking. It just doesn't feel right. The timing is stupid.
That's
Like
the
it's not the
naivety
right
of
time to be
Ineos.
sacking these people. Do you know when someone is this close to top 4, but then this close to the bottom? It's the
The
same thing
bottom.
they did with Ten Hag. He was this close
Ten
to
Hag,
top
yeah.
4 and this close to wherever. It's like it's not the time.
And
Let them
that's the
prove
management.
here
But
or
Joe,
here.
but Joe, that's the management side of things. That's their job. My problem is the coach still has to play. Guys, the EPL doesn't give a damn what's going on at Man United just because Ineos doesn't know when to fire a person. Ruben has to win games. Is that not what he was hired for? The players have to score goals, have to keep out goals. Is that not what we are paying them for? So when people are not doing their job, we should be able to say, Ineos, you're not doing your job. But Luke Shaw, you're also not doing your job. But Ruben, what was that decision? You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like people want to make it mutually exclusive to because Ineos, Ruben can't. It's not, I don't think that's fair. You get what I'm saying?
I mean, I agree, but they're showing their incompetencies as well in terms of like what they're doing right now. Like, this was your guy. Do you understand what I'm saying to you, bro? Like, if I hire you and I say, listen, I fired the last guy because I believe in this guy more. The minute that I start seeing, like, here's the thing. After such a turbulent season last season, yeah, and what all the you can't even say inconsistencies last season because it was consistently shit. All the
Yes.
consistency of being shit last season, yeah. You turn to this season now, he's turning around a little bit better. Yeah, from the beginning of the season, he's actually got some points on the board. But you're looking at the season and thinking, now I sack him after. Anyway, this conversation can keep going further and further on into the night, but let's end the show here, guys. You know what? Big up to Vegeta for taking over after Bots Kate had to go to work. As always, we might have to make a new show where Vegeta is just like a staple. Yeah, but this was the good, the bad, and ugly. Hey, we're here for a new year.
Gary, like when he inserted himself into what is that best of enemies? Maybe I'm doing that. I'm the good, bad, and ugly.
Hey, listen, it could happen. This is a new year, new things are going. But guys, please make sure you smash a like on Backhand Entertainment and smash a like on Football Power Hour, and go and find Vegeta, a football with Vegeta, halftime with Vegeta, please, guys, and smash a like and subscribe to him as well. Yeah, let's get him also to 1,000 subscribers. I need to get to 1,000 subscribers, guys. It's been a good show, and you know what? We'll be back later if anything changes, if we find out any more news. But with that being said, Nigeria's winning 2-0. I know this guy's upset. He's not in AFCON anymore. It's been a good show. Take care and peace.
Yo, good, the bad, the ugly, whoa. Yo, the good, the bad, the ugly, whoa. Yo, the good, the bad, the ugly, whoa. Joe, black man, Bobby, let it flow. Turn it up, turn it loud, let it go. The good, the bad, the ugly, whoa. About my what? About my who? About my rugby. Get out of here, man. Too much, take you higher, higher.